I heard some cats say, but where it's gone and clear. Hello, hello! Welcome back to Laurence Plays, and today it's going to be full throttle, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get interrupted by the intro fairly quickly, but I'll do a little bit of talking while I can. Hello, Regular. Hello, everyone else.
I think of Marine. That's the last sensation I had before I blacked out. The thick smell of asphalt. And the first thing I saw when I woke up was her face. She said she'd fix my bike. Free. No strings attached. I should have known then that things are never that simple. Yeah, when I think of Marine, I think of two things. Asphalt and trouble.
Hello, Quagor.
Rip Burger, you're dumber than dirt.
Oh, Mr. Corley, if you'd only listen to my plan, my vision.
A little bit of intro first, but we'll get to the game soon.
You're waiting for me to die so you can take over my company.
Oh, sir, that's horrible. I am not waiting for you to die.
You know I've never liked you, Rip. But you have business know-how and killer instincts that I respect.
Why, thank you, sir.
But this latest idea of yours, riding up to our shareholders' meeting with a gang of bikers? Who do you think you're fooling?
The shareholders, sir. It's good PR to be seen hobnobbing with real Corley Motors customers.
What do you know about our customers, Adrian? You've never even been on a bike.
Well, you know I'd be on one right now, sir, if it weren't for my destabilizing inner ear condition.
Ah, your ears are fine. It's what's between them that scares me.
I'm reminded a little bit of Howard Stark and Obadiah Stane here, I feel.
Now there goes some boys I could ride with. Step on it. Let's find out who they are.
Alright, so welcome to Laurence Plays Full Throttle. This is another one of those 90s, I think probably late 90s adventure games from Lucasarts. It's got a rather different feel from Day of the Tentacle, being sort of very, all about a gang of bikers and shenanigans that they get up to, rather than a bunch of nerds who go off to find a genetically modified tentacle. But it's another one of those classic games. It's got a slightly more exciting soundtrack as well. Although to be fair, I like both. I have to say I like both of them. They've both got very memorable lead theme tunes. So, does anyone else remember this game as well as I do? I say remember it well. I sort of remember the vague plot line and remember playing it. I guess as we get going, we'll see how many of the puzzles I remember, because I have definitely completed this one. This was one of not very many of these sort of adventure games that I actually did manage to complete, because, you know, I wasn't very good at puzzles when I was a kid, I guess. So, I don't know how much I'm going to remember, but we'll see how much I can rip through with before I get confused. So Tristan has informed me that there is a world record for finishing this game, for speedrunning this game, and that is 12 minutes. Now, I have to believe that that involves not watching any of the FMV, not really listening to any of the dialogue, and just absolutely blazing through, knowing exactly what you're doing, and just running straight through the game literally as quickly as possible. So, I won't go on full screen properly. No, not on that screen. So yeah, I will be playing it at a sensible pace to enjoy the plot and to talk about things as we go along and see how many of the puzzles I remember and yada yada yada, all that sort of stuff. And we'll have a sort of play around with the that's the original that's the remaster graphics. That's the original. Well, when some of it comes up, we'll show you. And that's the original graphics. So yeah, it's been improved a little bit by the remaster.
Hey, Ben. You know, Ben, we're broke.
Yeah,
And if some cash doesn't come our way soon, we're in big trouble.
relax. I have a feeling something's coming our way. Something big.
Limo is indeed quite big, especially the back end of it. Blimey. Maybe that's for stability, given it's on a hover thing.
You better stay out here, Rip. This place is bikers only. All right. Who's the guy that drove over my car?
possibly be taking so long?
Maybe old man Corley got himself in trouble.
Yeah, maybe they took the old guy out back and worked him over with a 2x4.
An appealing notion, but improbable. More likely he's boring them to death with some tale of the glory days.
But Malcolm, isn't that illegal?
Not back then, it wasn't.
So who do you ride with these days?
He rides with me. Although I'm sure he'd much rather be riding with your little club.
I told you to wait out in the limo, Ripburger.
I thought you might like some help with your sales pitch, sir.
Sales pitch?
Yes, we have come here today to offer you and your men employment. Mr. Corley requires an escort to the annual Corley Motors shareholders meeting.
Does this look like an escort service to you?
You would be well compensated for your time, of course.
Not interested.
It's fairly obvious that you could use the money.
Listen, I said we're not for rent. The polecats are not goons for hire.
Not even if it were Malcolm Corley's dying wish.
Ripburger, that does it. I'm gonna...
Hold on there, Malcolm. If you don't mind, I'd like to step outside with Mr. Ripburger for a little chat.
Excellent idea.
Seems like things may go badly, and not just because of the
doctor
spam.
says he only has a few months to live.
That's bad news for all of us. He's not just a nice guy. He's also the last motorcycle maker in the country. What happens to Corley Motors if he dies?
Don't worry. I have a plan. And if you come to the shareholders meeting with us, you'll find out what it is.
No dice.
Burker's got a
Ripburger.
lot fewer teeth in this shot than the
Polecats
previous
are
one.
not thugs for rent. If you want to buy muscle, you should go find the Rottweilers.
The old man says it's the polecats or nothing.
Then I guess it'll have to be nothing.
And that's your last word?
That's it.
Well, I'd like to make you just one final offer. Bolus, take this coat and go get his motorcycle. We'll have to tie up this little 200-pound loose end. It'll need to look like an accident.
That stuffed shirt actually thinks I'll leave him in control of Corley Motors when I go. Boy, is he in for a surprise.
Hey, where's Ben going?
Your colleague has decided to accept our generous offer after all. As a matter of fact, he's gone on ahead to scout out the route.
He did?
Well then, let's roll 'em, boys. Yahoo! Corville, here we come.
Right, now we can actually start the game. So that's the problem with these sort of games. There's a big intro video sequence you have to watch before you can actually do anything at all, and then we can actually get playing. So much like with Day of the Tentacle, they've also upgraded this game as well as the graphics. Of course, they've added in the option to apparently to press Shift and have everything highlighted that you can interact with, but I don't see that at the moment. We'll worry about that later. So where could I possibly be at the moment? There we go. Right, so welcome to Full Throttle, actually properly now. Yes, indeed. As you say, adventure games can be run pretty quickly when you know when you know exactly what to do at every step. But that's not what I'm here for. It's not what we're going to be doing. It's we're going to be exploring the game a little bit and enjoying it rather than just running straight through it. So let's just look around, and stuff like
I've
that.
woken up and worse.
Haven't we all?
Warning. Do not play in or around dumpster. Do not kick dumpster. Do not sleep in dumpster. Usage of this container for disposal of human remains may be a violation of local health ordinances.
It's a big old dumpster. All right, so so we have the control system is similar. This is where LucasArts has started to simplify their control systems a bit. So where the original version of Day of the Tentacle had about 12 different verbs down at the bottom of the screen that you could click on, and then a chunk for inventory as well. And then when it switched over to being the remastered version, we still had quite a lot of different options. This one literally has 4, you can you do things with your hands. You can do things with your eyes, as in look at it. You can do things with your mouth, which is usually means talk to somebody, and you can use your boot on them if that seems appropriate as well, something like this.
Take that.
I remember there was an interview with one of the Lucasarts people who said that if you gave both Bernard from Day of the Tentacle and Ben from Full Throttle a sandwich and told them to open the door, then Bernard would flatten the bread, stick it underneath the door, and then use a cocktail stick to poke the key out of the door, and then pull it back through, unlock the door, and go in. Ben would kick the door down and eat the sandwich. So yes, that's the difference between them. Oh, his bike's come back. That's nice of whatever the fat goon was called. I know we're not allowed to use the word goon anymore, are we? The fat henchman.
Good thing Ripburger didn't touch my bike. Good thing for him. Some joker took my keys. I don't like that.
Hello, Board Easy. Welcome. You've mostly only missed the opening cinematic at this point, so not too bad. Let's see if I can shout at the guy inside the bar.
I'm not putting my lips on that.
Apparently not. Can we go for a... Oh, is that going... No, that's background to the dumpster. We don't want to do that. So, we're playing a game of Find the Keys. Or possibly just get out of here. We do seem to be a bit too middle of nowhere for this. Is he going to...
I'd never catch up to them on foot.
Okay, fair enough.
That's where I came from. Nothing that way from me but a warrant.
I thought he was saying they didn't do sort of miscellaneously criminal stuff. I hope that wasn't what I meant. Let's knock on the door. Let's knock on the window? I don't know.
It's screwed shut. I prefer doors anyway.
Okay, we'll try the door instead.
Open up.
Well, there's a slightly more direct way. I was saying there's a better way to get through a door, wasn't I? So let's try that. There we go.
I fixed your door. It was sticky.
Fair.
Look, I don't want no trouble. Just leave me out of this mess.
Looks like you're out of customers.
Yeah, your gang took off with those well-dressed gentlemen. So what'll it be, Mac?
I want to know who knocked me out.
Maybe you just passed out. You should learn to handle your liquor.
I think you're in on this whole bum deal.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it?
Punch?
You know what might look better on your nose?
What?
The bar.
Oof.
Now don't mess around with me.
All right. I got your keys, but I don't know nothing. They had guns. They told me to stall you as long as possible.
Why?
I don't know. I overheard them say something about an ambush up the road.
What else?
Nothing. Look, man, here are your keys, all right?
Why'd they leave his keys behind? For plot reasons, I guess.
Someone did say something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
They didn't do too good of a job there. But why ambush the polecats? I'd better get moving.
Let's play with the piano first. You know, just go around and poke things, because
Yeah, right.
that's what you do. Or, oh, that's inventory.
Play.
Very Looney Tunes, honky-tonky type music.
The monitor doesn't have any controls.
Yeah, the signal was piped in from Kickstand National
Kickstand
Headquarters.
Headquarters. How big of a franchise is this place? Anyway, right, we've got some keys now. Let's get on the bike. That is sort of the point of the game and what it's all about. There's a lot more what I'm going to call FMV. Yeah, I think it mostly is. Well, actually, it's probably mostly animations, actually. There's a lot more of that than there was in Day of the Tentacle.
When I'm on the road, I'm indestructible. No one can stop me. But they try.
Hey, ain't you the #1 polecat honcho?
Ooh, action sequence.
Yeah, And you're in my way.
He's not really, to be fair.
Well, get used to it, bud.
You could just go a little bit faster.
Rottweilers hit the road, we own it.
Look, I'm serious. Someone's ambushing the polecats.
Someone's ambushing the polecats? Oh, heavens! Whatever will we do?
That does it.
Come on, kitty! Let's get down!
Do I have it? Oh, I do have an. Yes, I have fist and boot, so maybe I could have kicked him a bit. But, yeah. Oh dear. So this is why, see, wheelies are bad for you kids. You shouldn't. And also, why you should wear a helmet as well. In fact, probably just shouldn't really ride a motorbike if you want to end up living the rest of your.
I'd like to make you just something
Something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
I have a plan.
They had guns.
Malcolm Corley's dying wish.
Something about an ambush up the road.
I like the way the subtitles sort of going in and out with his vision to an extent. Nap time.
Man, this is gruesome. My editor better print these in color. Now I have to get you some help, I suppose. Ah, quit moaning. I know someone around here who can fix anything.
Are you my mummy? Wait, that's a different show.
What are you?
I'm a mechanic, and apparently a pretty good doctor as well. My name's Maureen.
My name's Ben. Why did you hit me over the head, Marine?
You were in an accident. A reporter found you and brought you and your bike here.
My bike? What have you done with my bike?
Brought it back from the dead. Sort of like what I did with you. I need a little help getting it finished, though.
Helpful.
Who are you?
Maureen, remember? If that's too hard, maybe you should just stick with Mo.
Do you have a last name?
I prefer not to use it. What about you?
Same deal.
Then it's Ben and Mo forever, I guess.
This an authorized Corley Service Center?
You could call this a Corley Service Center, but I don't have the official paperwork.
Ah, an illegitimate Corley operation.
I prefer to think of it as a renegade Corley operation.
I understand the jokes, yeah.
Where
But I'm not sure I should say anything about it for
I
spoiler
grew up
reasons.
working on them with my dad. One summer we did nothing but restore this old hardtail together. I mean, we scrubbed every bolt until it shined. But he took off one day and he never came back. So I switched to toasters.
You live in this town?
Well, Melonweed's not much of a town. What's left of it is sinking about a foot a year. People either learn to adjust or they leave, which is fine with me.
Not a people person?
I'm just better with toasters, that's all. You seem more concerned with me than your bike.
How's it look?
Hello,
It's better
Tristan.
than it did, but you gotta help me out. The front forks are wasted, so you'll have to get some new ones. And someone stole my welding torch. Can you believe that? I can't finish without one. And last but not least, I patched up your ruptured gas tank, but you're out of fuel and I don't have any.
I gotta get out of this town, fast.
Trouble with the law?
Not in this county.
Then what's the hurry?
Someone tried to kill me. I'm
I'll
after
just
it.
sort of explore my way
Somebody
through
wanna
the.
kill you.
To get me out of the
chat
way
options.
so they could ambush the polecats.
We better get this bad boy back on the road then, huh?
I don't have any money to pay you with.
Hey, this one's free. I haven't touched anything besides a toaster for so long. Getting my hands on your hog has really been a pleasure.
Well, thanks.
Don't sweat.
Phrasing.
Where am I supposed to find all this stuff?
You can hack it, tough guy.
No clues for you. Alright, I'll go out and start having a look
I'll
around.
figure it out myself.
Whatever blows your hair back. Let me know if you need any aspirin or anything.
Right, so there's a few things to look at around, or play with around here. There's a bike again.
I hate seeing her like this.
Why? It's really my best side.
Meh. And this is an adventure game, so I will steal everything that isn't glued down. Photograph is probably glued down.
Who's this?
Oh, that's me and my Uncle Pete. He took care of me after Dad split at this place he called the Mink Ranch. When he died, he left it to me.
You're a mink farmer?
Nah, that place went belly up long before he died. But I still go back there whenever I need to get away for a while.
Alright, skedaddle time. You didn't know it existed? Okay, it was... Was it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't even the last
good.
of the...
You're not dead yet.
More to it.
I might still get a quote.
I heard you saved my life.
Yeah, but don't worry. I wasn't trying to. I was just looking for some nice roadside disaster photos, and you helped.
Who'd want a picture of me bleeding?
It's not the blood. It's the way you were, all twisted up like a pretzel.
Listen, I've got to stop an ambush.
Ambush? Really? Where?
Somewhere between here and Corville. My crew is escorting some VIPs to the Corley Motors shareholders meeting, and there's an ambush waiting for them somewhere up the road.
Yeah?
This is hard for me. I need...
Come on, man, spit it out.
Could you give me a ride in your car? I've got to stop this ambush.
You're right. We have to get to the ambush, all right. But I'm afraid I'm without wheels at the moment.
How did you get us here?
Hitched.
Well, I'd better be going.
All right, drive safe now.
Off this way, I guess. Yeah, so it was one of the later adventure games LucasArts made. It came after after certainly the early Monkey Island games, after Dare the Tentacle and Sam and Max. But it was before, I think Grim Fandango was the last one, being sort of actual 3D and so on. Oh, she was lying about the car. Yeah, there we go. Well, there's a surprise. Reporters, can't trust them.
Thanks for the lift. Now I got a quote for you.
Meh. Right. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I would say there's a lot of cliches in it, but it's sort of that's sort of the point. It's meant to feel like that. So we've got the junkyard over here. We've got some guy's house here. And a fuel tower over there. So you're going to go here first. I don't know. It's the nearest one, I think. Yeah, it's good fun. It's got the same sort of... It's a very different feel to most of the other LucasArts games. It's a bit more sort of aggressive, perhaps, with it being about bikers and so on. But it's still the same sort of humour, I think. So I've been told I've got to go off and find her.
Who's out there? Hey!
I'm trying to do my art in here, buddy.
I don't got time to waste on bums like you. There you
Frumble, grumble, grumble, apparently. I mean, we've solved the door puzzle before, haven't we? So you do that and you can get into places. Have a look around.
His decor has a strong carnival coin toss flavor to it.
What's in the cabinet? Ooh, a thingy. Lockpick sounds very worth having. No idea where I need it for, but it sounds useful.
It's locked up with steel brackets.
I assume they're going to be lockpick proof, but we'll find
A
out.
lockpick won't help there.
No, I didn't think so. No, open that one. No, stop pressing right mouse button. So Dare the Tentacle was right mouse button to open up a menu system and then select what you wanted, I think, and click to move. Whereas this is left click to bring up a thing or click to move on and then right click to open your inventory. That's what I was trying to say.
What do you want?
Thump. There we go. So say I've played the game before, so I do know something. Yes, I can indeed. So that's the classic graphics from the 90s, and this is the 2000 and whatever re-what's naming of them. I have to say, I'm impressed with how well they line up with each other. Even when he was moving on the lift, they were still fairly well lined up. Anyway, the reason I've come here is for that welding torch, but there's a few other things here as well. So what's this? This is his art.
He's not trying to bring these to life or anything like that. I nominate that as least offensive of show. Ouch.
I said look, not touch.
I had a dog with a funnel on its head when I was a kid.
And yeah, we need to set the welding torch
Better hustle this back to Mo.
There we go. Grab that. Yoink.
That's
very
my
cheesy
welding
grin.
torch. How'd you get it?
Oh, it was just lying around.
A pair of forks, little gas, and we're set.
Yeah, definite. I wonder what the resolution difference is. I'm trying to sort of not count pixels as such, but just eyeball how many. I mean, we're talking. I don't know. That's at least 4 times the resolution in each direction. That's an impressive difference. And I think the game is now. I believe the idea is it was upscaled to 1080, and it was presumably originally. It would originally been either 320 by 240 or 640 by 480. Probably 640 by 480. So I guess that means if it was 480, that's only double. So no, maybe it was 320 by 240.
Open up, Todd.
I just want to buy some forks. No, I feel like that's probably 640 by 480. I don't know. Does anyone want to count the pixels? Because I certainly don't.
Open up, Todd.
Hey, kicking doors is supposed to open them.
Heavy looking.
All right. Let's see what else we can do. Can we open the door? We can. That's very secure. Go. Nope, that doesn't work. So we can't get in that way. Presumably, if he's pulling on the chain, when it gets to the top, you should be able to then... Can we continue pulling? No, it's already up. Can I stick the lockpick in it and... No, a lockpick won't jam it open.
A lockpick won't help there.
I don't think I've got anything else there that'll help. A fuel can is... I don't see how a fuel can or a hose would work. Okay, well, we'll leave that one for now, and we'll carry on looking around and see if we can find somewhere else where there's stuff to pick up. Because there's still over here that we haven't been to yet. I can double-click to get places immediately. There's a padlock on the door here. I feel like that might be an option for a lockpick.
Tough-looking padlock.
So presumably that's the lock.
Don't think so.
No. So this, yes, it feels like a place to use a lockpick, so we'll do so. There we go. Hurrah! Progress. What's that? What is that? It's got a... It highlights, but it isn't a thing. If it's sort of things of interest, I guess, then yes, it'd be fun to know about them. But if it's sort of clue things, then maybe not so much. Right, so yeah, I mean, I do remember. Why don't we just go up the ladder anyway, even though the alarm's going off? There we go. To be fair, Ben is basically he's confessed to being a criminal already, so.
I'm talking to you, boy. You are trespassing on private property. Remain still, or we will not shoot you. I get to say fire before you do that, Floyd.
Sorry, boss. I got excited.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether I expect Ben to be able to use a lockpick or not, but it doesn't surprise me that he can. It feels reasonably...
I don't walk.
You are walking, but it feels reasonably on brand for his character, shall we say. So we can go back in over here. Was there anything else? Ooh, what's it? Oh, the padlock. And we could, let's take it because you never know, it might come in useful. Might be able to lock something in somewhere. Yeah, I'd say I don't feel it's out of context for Ben to be able to use a lockpick. Good. He says. Ooh, do you think the padlock will be able to keep the chain in the pulled position? That might be worth trying. But while we're here, let's troll the police a little bit by doing that. And then going and hiding behind the fuel canister over here. Hide better. No, hide. Oh. Is he hiding? I'm not sure if he's hiding enough.
Remain where you... Hey, where is he? I told you I nailed him last time. Well, who set off the alarm, Floyd? Maybe somebody's just fooling with us. No, it's him. It's that guy you keep missing. Well, if you could hold this thing still while I'm shooting. I'm going down for a closer look.
Oh yes, I remember the vehicles in this game were 3D models, and they're not particularly great 3D models, but sometimes they turn into 2D ones when they stop
You
moving.
would have seen him running from the air. He must be hiding up in the tower.
We got him treed.
Let's go up and get him.
And that convenient what's name of zooming in on him when, gosh, what could this be? Yeah, the convenient what's name of zooming in on him so they don't have to bother animating the cops climbing the ladder. Oh, thanks for the resub, Sophia. Sophia, good to have you around. This is very good. Right, well, let's do some siphoning, shall we? Oh, missed. Try again. I don't think I've ever seen a collapsible gas can like that before. Right. Oh yeah, siphon. Blech. If you missed the hole, Ben.
Who's that down there in the yard?
It's him. Get him.
Where?
Over there. Quick, you go around the other side and we'll
everywhere.
have him cornered.
Where'd he go?
Oh well.
Let's call it quits, huh, boss?
No, let's call on reinforcements.
Yeah. So that was easy enough. But yeah, so a lot of the stuff is sprite based, but the vehicles like that one, that police thing that was flying through there, are 3D models for
You get this
extra.
from the gas tower?
Not exactly.
Just a pair of new forks and we're on the road.
Convenient that the flying police, whatever you want to call it, uses exactly the same type of fuel as the as the bike. But you know, we'll actually no, we don't want to lock it. I don't think I want to lock it in this. Well, no. All right, fine. Do it like that. Then. Where are you going? Get back over there. Right, let's try it again. So I was saying, actually, I'm not sure whether I want to have this in the up or the down position. I guess I probably want to have it secured in the down position, because then you can pull on it and it'll actually work. Maybe the game disagrees.
That's not something I want to lock.
Oh, is my theory wrong then?
That's not something I want to lock.
Okay. So my theory was he was going to lock the chain in position, because I remember that he climbs up it. But clearly not like that. Oh, I know what it'll be. If you lock the door closed, then when you pull on the chain, it won't move. Like that. There we go. It became part of the background there. It was right, so now if he pulls on it, he should be able to climb up it. I don't know why he couldn't just climb up it while the door was in the fully open position, but let's not worry about that too much.
Junk.
Oh, door's rolling over. All right, okay. Right, in an attempt to sort of show a bit of this game, we'll go
Cars.
poke at things.
No, thank you.
What's wrong with cars? I like cars.
Cars. No, thank you.
Anything about this one in particular, or is it just another car?
Ooh, fire damage. Forget about it.
Okay, I don't want a fire damaged car. That dog is much higher resolution than I remembered before, but its shadow is appearing and disappearing.
Motorcycles never die of old age.
I'm not convinced that's true. I think motorbikes are just as good at dying of rust as cars.
Bad dog.
Seems fair. Right, so I'm imagining there is going to be a... Oh, okay. That wasn't quite what I meant to do. I imagine there's some motorbike forks somewhere in this junkyard. I just need to find them. And there's nothing over this way, so let's carry on back over this way again. We've had a look at these wrecks. They don't seem to have anything good with them. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. And now I need to get up into the crane. Oh, there we go. Crane somehow. And then we can. Oh no, right. I've forgotten a step. So we need a way to get the dog into the car, and then we can do this sort of thing. Or alternatively, we could just try and drop a car straight on the dog. Think we can do that, or is that excessively cruel? I feel like we should try it and see what happens. I'm assuming, given this is sort of a vaguely family-friendly game, it'll either be very, very difficult to do, or it'll be actually impossible. But while the dog is sitting on top, this dog is going to keep dodging whenever I move a car near it. Car changed colour. What's going on? Oh, the dog jumped out of the car again. Okay, well that didn't help very much. So, as I say, I think I know what I need to do here. Go around there. Around there. Come on, Ben. Nope, I'm going to have to watch this animation, apparently. Yeah, I do recognise the name Tim Schafer. That makes sense. So I was thinking that maybe I should replay this and Dare the Tentacle with the commentary running, because I suspect it's going to be very interesting. Problem is, I don't really, having just played the game, I don't really want to play it again. And from what I gather, playing the games with the... Nope, don't go over there. Oh, I didn't get the meat from the other place. Damn it. There was some jerky in somewhere else, which I thought I picked up, but I haven't. Yeah, so apparently the problem with playing it with the audio, with the commentary, is that the commentary interrupts the game an awful lot, and so you can't really play the game properly. So, yeah, in his fridge, open the fridge. There we go. Take the meat. Right. I thought I did that last time, but apparently not. Okay, thank you, Tristan. Yeah, I spotted it. I think I'd even talked about it briefly, but somehow I managed to not pick it up, which was yeah, a fail. Right, go up the chain again. It's bad enough having me in the game interrupting each other, let alone having the commentary doing it as well. Right, over here. And put the meat in the car.
Here, Poochie Pooch. Pooch. Bon appetit, mud.
Right, then back up the crane. That's another animation. Yeah, so I forgot an important step previously, and then I realised it about this point and thought, oh well, let's go with the through the process anyway, because it's fun to see things. You're probably right. I think yes, I could certainly imagine that I would have yeah, accidentally opened the closed the fridge instead of picking up the meat. Sometimes these games are a little vague as to what you're clicking on, or at least perhaps maybe it's just that I'm vague as to what I'm clicking on. Yoink. Back up again. I'm sure that's in a silly enough place. That dog weighs a lot or is thrashing around really hard for it to be bouncing like that. Although perhaps some of the reason it's bouncing quite so hard as that is because it is in order to make it visible on this sort of vision. So they've just kept the bounce the same sort of level because we, as previously discussed, we have about 4 times as many pixels now. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, so now we still need to find a set of forks for a bike. It's just the cars here, so it's probably not there. Yeah, the old graphics aren't bad, and you can still tell what things are. They are reasonably good, but the new ones are significantly better. Right, so there's a slab of wrecks up there. They're all just one thing as far as the game's concerned. There's that car, which we've looked at. Oh, is that a highlighty thing? Yeah, parts pile. There we go. That looks like some forks on the top of it. And they're kind of visible, yeah, on the other view as well.
Nice. Forks. Where'd you
Fork,
find
yeah.
Right next to the knives and spoons.
Well, that's it. Wait outside for a minute and I'll finish her up. I'm working on a surprise.
Ooh, I like surprises.
I hate surprises.
All right, here she comes. Am I cool or what?
You're amazing. I should crash that thing every day. So what's the surprise?
Oh, just your average everyday pre-regulation destroyer class solid fuel recoil booster.
You're serious?
Yes.
But only the vultures.
I have my connections. Now, are you gonna try this thing out or not? Ooh, wish I had a camera.
I wish I had some way of paying you back.
Just beat it, will ya? You're scaring away my regular customers.
Bye, Mo.
For a usual
Send me
toaster
a
repair
postcard
business.
from the ambush.
Oh, that's a rope for the platform thing. That's why it was. That's why it burns. I couldn't tell that when I played the game before. I was wondering why it was burning through an iron pole that was holding the building up. Yes, exactly. Wait outside is yes. Avoiding the animations. There's quite a lot of that sort of thing where they've clearly, carefully put the camera into a position to allow them to do a simple animation, moving a simple sprite around.
This time he ain't getting past us. See him? Nope. Keep looking.
Alright, so I can't get past the cops that way. I don't know, if I hadn't pissed them off, then I wouldn't have got any fuel, so yeah, no. Let's head over here. We know how to get the cops to go places, so I think we'll have a go at this. Yeah, there's a lot of it's very much full screen animation rather than FMV, and I remember back in the day that was a sort of a big sort of distinction. A lot of games were using what I'm referring to as animation, where you have a static background like you see here, and then something that moves around on it, like Ben, and also the same sort of thing with a lot of the vehicles and stuff. And I remember the Star Wars X-Wing games used that for all of their animation, all of their cutscenes and things. And it's a good way of getting lots of
You hear that? He's back at the gas
detail.
tower. He's got a lot of nerve, that piece of trash. Let's get him. All units follow me.
with a relatively small file size and relatively low processing requirements, because you're just moving the sprites around on the screen rather than trying to play an actual big video. So it's much easier. And then you got some games that were a bit fancier, came a little bit later, that would actually then start to do things. You'd have a pre-rendered video that would play, like all the Command & Conquer games, for example. Owned Outlaws,
how'd you get behind us?
LucasArts first-person shooter.
Corley's making a pit stop. He has a bladder the size of a thimble, man.
Can sympathize.
Haven't seen him in a while. Ben, man, what's the deal? Did you find something up the road? Are we headed for trouble?
No. We're in it.
Put my head in a basket, 'cause I'd had a tank full. When she blew my gasket, I surely was thankful till I head for the skies up above. It's a woman with wheels that I love. Yeah.
Come on, old man. I gotcha. Now, do something incriminating, like ambush somebody. Aha, the plot thickens.
You shouldn't have laughed at me in those board meetings, Malcolm.
What a psycho.
Gotcha. Hey, look what I found in the bushes.
What is that?
It's a chokehold. Come here and I'll demonstrate.
It's got a camera.
I'll get her.
No. Nestor will take care of her. You have an important engagement with the rest of the Corley family.
Right.
But don't forget to destroy that camera.
Yeah.
Yes, not waiting for you to die. Just me.
How about one for the road?
Corley?
Ben! I guess Rip Burger couldn't wait for
Yep,
natural
there we go.
causes. Just like him to hit a man when his fly's down.
Rip Burger did this to you?
Yeah, he knew I was dying, and he knew that my will would put him out of a job. He wants to take over Corley Motors, Ben. Sell it off to foreigners, lay off workers, start making minivans. You understand me? Minivans! Oh.
Minivans!
You gotta hurt him.
Could be
for
worse,
me,
could be
Ben.
SUVs.
Promise me, you'll hurt him bad.
I promise.
I want my daughter to take over the company.
Gosh,
You
I wonder
have
who
a
the daughter could be.
Yeah, and she's a real mechanical genius, Ben. Rebuilt her first carburetor when she was 4. I used to call her the diaper dynamo. Find my daughter, Ben. Find Maureen.
Maureen?
Hooray for shiny toasters.
Rip Burger's way ahead of me. I just hope Maureen can handle herself until I get there.
Gun, I understand. Why'd he bring a camera? Who does this guy work for? Corley Motors?
Nestor, what's that moving over there by that pile?
I don't know, Rip, but I think that pile is Bolus.
Yes, now I remember. You're the smart one, aren't you?
There's Mo's shack, but I don't see the limo. Maybe I beat them.
Maybe, maybe not.
On second thought, maybe I didn't.
Yeah, it's funny how there's how much of this game is sort of video that you sort of sit there and watch rather than actually interactive.
Looks like someone searched this place in a hurry. Nothing left but debris, except for that smashed up camera. Back's open. No film inside. Mo said she didn't have a camera. Here's Mo's picture of her and her Uncle Pete at his mink ranch. She said she went there whenever she needed to get away for a while. That's pretty much my only lead right now.
Anything inside? Looks bare without the bike, though, doesn't it? No, okay. No. There's a cupboard there that I can't get into, and yeah, not a lot to play with. Well, I guess we'll carry on, see if we can find the mink ranch. I've never played a Zork game, I don't think, but I am aware of them. I have certainly heard of them. At least the cops have cleared off and stopped sort of lurking around here trying to... Right, where can I go? What's this way? Let's find out. The cops have stopped lurking around and we can now try and... we can now bimble up and down the road in peace. So I think this way was the ambush and goodness knows what else. I don't know where the mink ranch is. Ooh, lots of cops now.
So much for returning to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go that way.
Soon. I gotta get a plan. Fast. Okay. Well, we can go the other way. I suppose we'll see if there's anything out that way. You don't need to park down there. I want us to carry on driving. We can go both ways along the main road, apparently, so like that.
Let's see what we can find. Maureen was right, this isn't much of a town. As far as I can tell, there seems to be about 3 houses there, and a junkyard, and a... Oh. Is there anything else this way? No, so we can go that way, and that's about it. Okay, well, things have changed here, therefore there is clearly plot available, because we've got a semi-truck here.
This sucker's mine.
Really? Why is it yours?
Look, I really need a ride.
Not sure there's anyone in it. Let's see if they're in the pub. Yeah, never played any of the Zork games, weren't they? They were text adventures, weren't they? That was a bit too much for me.
Hey, killer.
What?
Hey, it's cool. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
Haven't you been watching the news?
Once again, our top story tonight, Malcolm Corley, owner of Corley Motors, was found dead at a rest stop just outside the town of Melonweed. Apparently, the benevolent patriarch and CEO was viciously beaten about the head and neck, savagely and without mercy. Police have arrested a notorious outlaw biker gang known as the Polecats.
No.
With the exception of their leader, who is still at large. Roadblocks have been set up along Highway 9 in an effort to apprehend this dangerous and violent criminal.
I feel like they've not really upgraded the graphical quality of the guy on the TV.
I shouldn't have left the gang there.
Hey, I don't want to hear anything about it. You ain't making me an accessory after the fact. Just lay low, man.
Ah, booze.
Booze. Let's talk to this guy. Hello, guy. Booze.
I can do that.
Not gonna happen.
That's your truck out front. I need a ride.
I look like a cabbie to you.
I need to sit in front of the
Get
camera.
lost. They're not letting anyone through that roadblock anyway.
Oh, this rings a bell.
Truckers?
They turned me around, said police business only. Pigs.
Look, I really need a ride.
Not gonna happen.
Why? Because you're afraid of some cops?
No, because I don't like you.
Seems reasonable.
Seem to have a lot of time on your hands.
Time
Not
and
to
sometimes
mention
blood.
Nixon's
Okay, there we go.
Am I distracting you? Let me show you how to do that.
Not gonna happen.
I just killed a guy.
I'm just about to.
So the let me show you how to do that. It seems
I
to
don't think
still be
that's
there.
good for the
So
table.
makes me feel like
Hey,
it's
Quahog.
Yeah, Emmett?
I'm gonna be knifing up your table for a while, alright?
The customer with the knife is always right.
fair enough. This
I'm
feels
sure
like
you
that
underdo that.
didn't go away, so I feel like it's a thing that we may be able to use later.
Talking to you.
So,
Friendly
right.
folks, you get in here.
Emmett's not what you'd call an I'm okay, you're okay person.
Ah, shut your hole, Quahog.
I feel like I vaguely remember the answer to this, and it's that you need to get a pass to get past the roadblock, and you give it to him, and he drives through it. But I can't remember how you get it. So, yeah. Well, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything else here. So let's hop back on the bike, head back into Melonweed, and have a look around there. See if we can work out what to do. Maybe think I can nick something from the cops. Let's try summoning the cops again by booping the the fuel tower, because we haven't done that for a little while. That's not what I meant to do. So we'll head over, boop the fuel tower again, see if that calls the cops over, and if we can nick anything from their hover vehicle, or maybe I can nick it. You never know. So head over there. Go on, teleport. There we go. That's better. And see where we go from there. So let's touch this. Play call.
Don't think so.
Okay.
No,
He doesn't want to touch it anymore.
don't think so.
So there's not really anything else here. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe I don't need to do anything here then. Oh, was there? Oh, okay, let's go back and have a look at the kickstand then. If I double click there, yes, I can teleport here, and then I can teleport to here, and he's a lot closer to his bike. Speed the game up a little bit. Don't think I'm going to manage the 12-minute run. In fact, I definitely won't because I'm already an hour into my 12-minute run. But you know, we'll see how we get on. Oh, true. Yes, there's the dumpster around the back, isn't there? Good point. I forgot about that. All right, let's go and play in the dumpster. Ha! Yeah, very true. Very true. The I'd have to. Yeah, the cutscenes would have to dodge the 12 minutes. Oop. It's our favourite bedroom.
Ben, no time to talk.
You know, it's stank in there, but I can't remember a better sleep.
You gotta help me. Go find my editor in Corville. Tell him I took pictures of the Corley murder.
You got pictures?
Yeah, but some thug took my camera.
So you don't have any pictures?
Well, I tracked the guy to Melonweed, but I'm not going near the place. They'd kill me. Get my editor. He's gotta get me out of this. Take one of these fake IDs
there
to
we
get through
go.
the roadblocks.
That's a lot of fake IDs.
My career is riding on those pictures. Help me, Ben. You're my only hope.
Oh, don't worry. I owe you one. If Miranda's thug is the same one that trashed Moe's place, that could be Miranda's camera I saw there. But then, who's got the film?
Help me, Ben. You're my only hope. Dear. Yeah. Should we just talk to him or use the ID on him? No.
Good talking to you. Here.
What's that?
Fake federal investigator ID. Could be of some use at one of those roadblocks. Ever hear of this place? Uncle Pete's Mink Ranch?
I remember there used to be some sort of weasel plantation.
Weasel plantation.
Or
Close enough.
something up the road.
Down Highway 9 on the other side of them damn roadblocks. I used to pick up mink meat there real cheap and sell it to school lunch programs. That was a good scam.
So how about a ride? What if they search the back and find my bike?
It's buried in a pile of concentrated fertilizer powder. Trust me, no one's gonna dig through that crap.
Nice.
Now you're gonna ride in the engine compartment.
The engine compartment?
Hey, I smuggle stuff in there all the time, and most of it's worth more than you. So stuff your carcass in there quick, and we might hit that mink dump by morning.
Hope you're better with a stick shift than you are with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just standard America. I haven't seen. I mean, it's futuristic. There's a little bit of
great. Smells like he's got
other
a fuel
vehicles and
leak.
stuff.
I love engine fires.
Sorry, sir. Only police vehicles beyond this point.
I'm with the feds, chump. Check it out.
Huh? What's this about?
Undercover agricultural sting operation.
Fair
What's
answer.
in the back?
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
All right, move along.
Okay, Rube, get your man.
Can't say fertilizer without saying it in a West Country accent.
They stopped moving.
Big engine compartment apparently fills up the entire truck.
Trouble with
unit,
your truck?
Loose hose, nothing big. I already pulled your bike out. It's sitting right over there.
Again, dodging them.
Nice knowing you.
Dodging the animations.
You know.
Hey, Uncle Pete's Mink Ranch. Hurrah.
He did have a fuel leak, and he took my fuel line to fix it. That trucker's gonna die for what he did.
So again, I'm not convinced that you could use the same fuel line for a truck as a bike. I feel like one might be slightly bigger than the other, but never mind. Bargain? Bargain mink? I don't know. How cheap do you expect a mink to be? Ben walks really slowly.
The barn's locked.
Fortunately, you can teleport something like that.
I don't have anything.
Ah, mink pelts.
Looks like a mink pelt.
Can we take a mink pelt? Would it be useful?
I'm not into furs. I couldn't break that lock.
Not even by kicking
I
it?
couldn't break that lock.
No, apparently not.
It's a trunk with a Corley Motors sticker on it.
The thick blottons. Sure, continue to
There's a
look around.
picture of Maureen and Malcolm. Looks
Aw.
like they're restoring an old hardtail together.
Yeah, we were told about that. Why is a pillow a relevant thing to look at? We're going to be finding something underneath it? Yeah. Oh, I see. Tire iron. Well, you know, general policy is take everything isn't
That's
locked
the
down.
insignia of the vultures. I can't believe Mo used to be a vulture. But then again, how else could she have gotten that recoil booster?
I'm still curious about the destroyer class recoil booster. Are we talking about the destroyer as in the ships? Feels a bit much to put on a bike if it is. That was meant to be the window, not the pictures.
This must be the window Maureen stared out of as a young girl, dreaming of her life repairing toasters.
I think that's everything up here. I can go off this way. Let's go off this way.
I don't walk.
Oh, okay. Apparently that's the road that way. So what else is there? We've got the door. We've got the door there. We've got which is locked. We've got the bike. We've got a tire iron. Can I use the tire iron to open the door? I suppose I could knock on the door. I haven't tried that yet, or talk to the door or something like that. Because presumably the bike obviously won't work without a fuel line. So
The barn's locked. It's meant for nuts.
So, can be used for other things.
Open up, you minx.
Anyone in
I'm
there?
not putting my lips on that.
Fair enough. And we can't use the bike because it's missing a fuel line. And a fuel line is kind of important. Maybe I missed something in the house. We'll go and have a look in a moment.
That trucker's gonna die for what he did. Won't work without a fuel line.
Oh, in. Can I go anywhere else from up here? That's always a classic of adventure games, when you can walk off the edge of the screen, but there isn't an easy way to tell. That's not anything, is it? Use the bed? Have a nap? Will that help?
Not after Mo made it so nice.
Aww. Oh, could I use the tire iron to open the trunk? Maybe. Maybe there's a fuel line in there, you never know. Yeah, there we go.
Junk. And a hose I can use
There
on
we
my
go.
bike.
Hose,
I don't
nice.
think Mo would mind if I borrow him. Mo?
It's nice and quick to fit the fuel line. I guess you have to be a fairly accomplished mechanic if you're going to be... if you're going to be using bikes in a post-apocalyptic world. Or just, America. Whoosh.
She took my booster fuel. Why is she running from me? She must think the whole world's against her. I think I know how that feels. That does it.
That's an Imperial logo, Imperial Empire from Star Wars logo on his
That sign.
on his arm.
That meantime in cavefish territory.
Oh yes, I remember this section.
Cavefish.
And there we go. There's the next puzzle to solve. The back of that bike slid around very nice. That's quite a drift.
This cargo is worthless. We have been tricked, my brothers. Back to the cave.
The place looks deserted. Maybe the boss was wrong and she ain't coming here.
She's coming. We just got here first. That means all we have to do is sit here and wait.
Okay, well, we've been dropped here. What have we got to play with? So there is the remains of this thing.
Looks like Emmett dropped a load here.
Oop. I keep right-clicking to look at things, but no, I think that's Discworld, where you right-click to look, and... Oh, I don't know, maybe double-click, I can't remember.
Stinking mess.
Can we take some?
Maybe I'll just take a little.
Pocket sand. Psh. Let's not do that yet. That might be spoilers. Right. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to play with here. Let's get back on the bike and bimble up and down the road and then do a little bit of exploring and trying to work out what we need to do next. So, no, not on your bike, mate. On your bike. Having the bike for moving around between sort of locations. See what I mean? There we go. You flicked between 2D and 3D, or sprites and 3D model at that point. Okay, there we go. That's the way to go. And then you can see the graphical what's name just suddenly change, which is quite bizarre. Right, well, we're British on this channel, so I'll drive on this side of the road. We're going to play on the old mine road in a little while. First, we're going to have a little bit of an explore. Exit? I wonder what the exit was for. Oh, maybe that's still the mine road. Right, and here we are. This is the bridge that got blown up just now. There you go. Suddenly back in sprite mode. I think it was more obvious on the in the older graphics.
One of the gorge's many casualties. Tightrope walkers, hang gliders, human cannonballs. Many have tried to cross the mighty Cuyahoga Gorge, and many have failed, except for Ricky Myron, the Flying Torch, who jumped the gorge on a stock Corley motorcycle. It was later uncovered that he had modified his Corley with a pre-regulation destroyer-class solid fuel recoil booster and an automotive hover lift. Myron said he would gladly replicate the jump to clear his name, but his special ramp was stolen by a mysterious truck hijacking motorcycle gang.
Okay, I think we know who they are.
Recoil booster and a hover lift, eh? Thanks for the tip, Rick. You're right, though. I'll need that ramp. Not on foot.
Fair. So, I was saying, yes, it felt really, really obvious when the graphical what's name switched, so let's try that from here. Yeah, it's not quite as much as I thought, but it's definitely a little bit noticeable. Yeah, let's go back over to the proper graphics again. Okay, and let's go and play on the mine road. So yeah, despite being essentially a sort of a beat-em-up section of the game, it's still actually kind of a puzzle area because you have to pick the right weapons to use against the correct bikers.
Father Torp.
Except this guy.
I haven't seen you since you retired from the Polecats.
Hey, Ben. How's my gang doing?
That's a long story. What are you doing out here?
Well, retirement's pretty boring, Ben. So I thought I'd come out to the old mine road and look for trouble.
You're picking fights?
That's what the old mine road's for, son.
You know any way around Cuyahoga Gorge?
Around it? It's miles and miles long, Ben. What's the matter? Don't like bridges?
It blew up.
Ooh, sorry I missed that. Well, you could jump
Very
it,
passive
like
voice.
Ricky Myron. Cavefish got his ramp in their hideout, you know.
Aha, a clue.
Where is the cavefish hideout exactly?
Somewhere on this road. The entrance is totally invisible, unless you got those weird cavefish specs.
Father Torque, I need your help. The gang's in jail and the law.
Ben, I'm not the leader of the polecats anymore. You are. Can't you see I'm on permanent vacation?
Is he called Father Talk because you just talk to him rather than fighting with him?
Any fighting tips, Torque?
Ah, Ben, who's tougher than you?
What's up with those cavefish, man?
Watch out, Ben. They're not out here for sport. They hijack big rigs. It's part of their religion. Don't get in their way. They're blind, cold-hearted killers.
Those Rottweilers are ugly suckers.
Suckers. Misread
They're
that.
none too bright either. I'm sure you can handle them.
The vultures are quick, and they're nuts.
The ones with those boosters are hard to whip. Just remember, Ben, it's not about muscle. It's about timing.
How do the cavefish ride if they're blind?
Well, they're only blind because they wear those special goggles to shield their sensitive, cave-dwelling eye. Special sensors in the goggles pick up the dots in the road and other large objects and landmarks to help them navigate. Kind of tricky, huh? Can't talk anymore, Ben. Eating too many bugs.
Well, take it easy, Father.
Give 'em hell, Polecat.
Right, let's go and pick some fights. See what we find. What other weapons have I got? I've got some. Try punting him. As far as I remember, the kicking wasn't actually... Oh, okay, I should say, as far as I remember, the kicking wasn't particularly effective, but actually that did work, and now I've nicked his chain, so that could be useful. It's like, so in the Fast and the Furious, they race for pink slips. In this game, you fight for weapons. Although, fortunately, you don't lose your weapons if you lose a fight. Well, let's use a nice shiny new chain.
Is that a pre-regulation destroyer class solid fuel recoil booster you have there?
Maybe not.
Why, yes it is. Ta-ta!
That feels like a good way to just get through a lot of booster fuel without actually doing anything particularly useful. Oh, it's a cavefish. What have I got? I've got a chain. Let's try and hit him with the chain. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work. Oh, okay. Well, got the boot. Put the boot in. Oh, well, that didn't work very well. I'm not quite sure what knocked him over. Maybe don't they have a sort of maybe they have an oil slick deployer or something like that? So that rings a vague bell. Oh, the rocks are much darker in the original. Squirt! I missed the oil squirting.
You like choppers,
Oh,
huh?
blimey!
How about... Yeah!
Chainsaw feels a little... Ow. Yes, a little overly vicious, shall we say. A little bit outside the spirit of the game, shall we say. No, we didn't manage to take out the cavefish last time. Oh, I remember how to do that. But yeah, so I need a longer weapon to be able to reach the cavefish. But don't reach. Oh, there's the... Yeah, there's the oil slick. Like that. Yeah, I can see an oil slick being quite bad if you're on a bike. But I have remembered how to defeat the woman with the chainsaw. What? Oh, I went into the wall. It's mildly embarrassing. I was paying too much attention to who the next person to fight was going to be, and I didn't pay enough attention to actually just, staying on the road. Oh, this is the guy with the recoil booster again, isn't it? I think I can hook him with the chain. I think that might work. Yes, like that.
Divers?
There we go. That was...
have a couple of good boosts left in it.
So there we go. Nicked his fuel for the booster thingy by beating him up. Good. So that's one of the things I need from here. I still don't think I can get the cave fish, and I don't know how to skip him. Oop. What was I trying to do before? Yeah, I do remember what to do, but I don't remember how to skip a cave. I don't remember how to skip a fight.
Can't reach.
And we have... Oh, escape. Okay, that's a good idea. No, throwing the dirt at his goggles doesn't work because he's wearing goggles. So the puzzle in it... Was this the one with the chainsaw? Yes, it was. So the puzzle here is that you throw this in there.
Wow, are you really a polecat?
Yes, I am.
Well, I hate polecats. Learn to ride, kid.
Okay, this is not the woman with the chainsaw. However, she didn't seem to be armed with anything, so it's, yeah, no extra toys there. Mud on goggles would be good. I'll have to see if I see any water, but with this being sort of Utah or similarly, no, not Utah. I don't mean Utah. Some sort of completely dry desert state, maybe like Arizona or something like that. I don't think there's going to be any water to be found, but we'll keep an eye out for it. That could work. But no, I think the idea is I don't think he's got anything interesting. Oh, we'll find out actually.
You're gonna die now. This time you're gonna stay there. I hate polecats. Eat this.
He's not attacking, even though I'm clicking. Maybe my timing's out. Oh. No, maybe I'm just not very good at it. Anyway, that's not one, as I say, that's not one of the ones I'm actually interested in at the moment. There are a few, and that's not one of them. Who's this one? Oh, I've lost my chain. Oh, guy. No, he's the guy with the chain. Boot. Oh, for goodness sake. I mean, again, don't care too much because I've done the bit that I needed the chain for. So I'm now on the lookout for, ideally, no, don't care about him. I don't think. Pretty sure I don't care about him. No, I don't care about. No, it's not escape. It's not escape to skip the fights, unfortunately.
I see you come for a lesson in pain. Pay close attention. This will hurt.
Hit him! Hit him! Hit him! Hit! No. The hitting doesn't seem to work very well. However, I'm aware it's very much a sort of a rock, paper, scissors. I sort of was too close. I was too close, yes, but I also didn't have a great deal of space. So I need his plank for reasons. This is the guy with... Or maybe the tire iron just isn't a very good weapon.
Aggressive little one, ain't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, as I say, I don't particularly care about that one. Or that one. Ah, I see very, very red hair. I think this is Chainsaw Woman. And I'm pretty sure she's the one person who's not wearing a goggles and or sunglasses, and therefore...
Let's chop you down and catch a ring. Oh, my eyes!
There we go. And that gives you the chainsaw, which, as I remember, is an instant win for nearly all of the fights. Oops, if you can find it. There it is. So I can go... like that. A chainsaw does feel massively unsportsmanlike for this sort of shenaniganery, shall we say. There's cavefish. I don't have the weapon I want for the cavefish yet, because I have remembered the cavefish. You have to bop. You need a longer weapon for the cavefish because they are so far down. And even the chainsaw isn't. Oh, the chainsaw is long enough. I take it back. I thought you needed the plank of wood to bat the cave fish. Okay, maybe you need the plank of wood to bop the cave fish because otherwise he blows his bike up like that. Yeah, Morningstar is also a bit over the top as well, I feel. Yeah, basically anything, a chainsaw. Oh, that was a plank of wood guy. Okay, right. Now we just need to find another cave fish, and I think at that point I've got the thing. I've got the thing that you need from this particular area of the game. I could be wrong. I may be forgetting something. We've got a number of extra toys at this point, so.
Hey, it's my old friend. What's your name?
And to be fair, I'm not surprised he falls off fairly quickly when he's bopped with the chainsaw. It does seem, as I say, a little unreasonable. Oh yeah, no goggles on him. Yeah, maybe I could have thrown the fertilizer at him. Would have been worth it. Would have been worth a shot. Ah, cave fish. Where's my plank? Here it is. Head. Ah. Whoop. Go on, stick your head up. Head up. There we go. Hopefully that'll knock him out enough that he can't blow his bike up. There we go. Now I've got the cavefish goggles. So I can put the goggles on. Like that. Stylish. And then we bimble merrily around here and see what we find. At least I don't have to steer anymore. The bike is now in autopilot mode, apparently. Oh, no, it's just a normal exit, so we won't worry about that. Because, yes, Father Talk told us that the cavefish's secret lair entrance is on the old mine road, and you can only see it if you've got the cavefish special goggles. Now we can see, at least Ben can see significantly better than I was expecting than he implied, because I can still see the shape of the canyon around me and all the roads and all that sort of stuff. I'm not just relying on being able to see the dots in the road and the and any sort of large points of interest. I guess a rock wall is a large point of interest, to be fair. And with the goggles on, nobody seems to want to pick a fight with me. How long is this mine road? Okay. Got distracted and didn't click when it said cave. That was the cave, yes. Can we go faster and get round, loop back round again, please? That's just an exit. It does make me wonder how much of the speed run that someone did. Yeah, I don't seem to have. I think this is a one-way road, like the Nürburgring, but slightly less fun. After the crossroads, okay. Well, keep an eye out for the crossroads, and that'll hopefully give me a little bit of warning. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to turn around. Open time with skip. Hello, no god. Yeah, I'm. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm an hour, almost an hour and a half in. I wouldn't like to say where that is to. Yeah, the escape certainly didn't skip the fights. There's another exit. It's just an exit. Surely there's two crossroads, because you cross over the main road and then you cross back over it again. I mean, there could be two entrances, I suppose, but yeah, I feel like there's 2 points. Oh well, never mind. Hopefully we'll. That's another exit. Do. There's not a lot of mine on the old mine. Oh, I suppose the mine is perhaps the cavefish headquarters. But it feels like a lot of... The cave is right after an exit after the crossroads. Okay. Well, after a crossroads, you mean. So I think here is a crossroads. Although, or maybe it is just... Maybe it has a... Maybe consider them to both be the same one. We will see. There's an exit. Exit, beep, bip, bip, bip. Cave! Ka-chonk. Unka-chonk. Right, so here we are, the Cavefish secret headquarters. Just carry on. And carry on again. So I guess the ramp is for crossing over the gorge here. Can we do that? No, I don't think so. Doesn't seem to be, it doesn't seem to be a drivable area.
Everything about these guys is creepy.
It is pretty creepy, I'll give you that.
Don't think I'm getting in there.
Okay, well this is what we actually want.
Property of the Ricky Myron Traveling Stud Show.
Please. Did that attach? I wasn't paying attention. No, I don't think it did. I'm sure bikes aren't really designed for towing, but never mind. Right, let's get out of here with it. It's quite a big cave, and we don't really care about the cavefish. This one.
I'd better get out of here.
Yep, let's get out of here. And let's just carry on and then solve the puzzle later. Oop. I think they didn't like we stole their ramp. Oh, true. That's a good point. Yes, you do get. Yes, you do get trailers for bikes. You're quite right. It is genuinely is a thing, and for pedal bikes as well.
Where'd he go?
And who was he? My brothers, we have been visited by a spirit. The spirit of Ricky Myron, come to reclaim his ramp.
Why'd he leave it here?
He can't use it because he is a spirit. He is only expressing his anger, which we must honor. Oh, angry spirit of Ricky Myron, we honor your rage.
Road rage.
But for now, the ramp must go back.
Tucked his bike neatly in a corner. It's funny how, despite being chased at whatever speed, he's got time to pull over and hide his bike around in a corner like that and unclip the ramp and stuff. But he doesn't have time to just run away and escape. No, not on foot. Ah, don't get off the bike. Goodness sake, get back on the bike. Right, go that way. You're not far off, Board Easy, although it's actually slightly more... it's slightly more subtle than that. Or slightly more convoluted than that, should we say. Although, fortunately, the game deals with the convolution for you, because Full Throttle is a relatively easy game. Right, let's have another go at this. So, give me that. Push. Whee! Doink. And then attach. Clip. And then, back on the bike. At some point I'm going to play one of these games that I don't know the answers to all the puzzles for. It does indeed give you a clue there, yes. One of the cat's eyes in the middle of the road goes doink and gets knocked off. It gets knocked out of position. So if we come along to here, and then we push the ramp. Ding, 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 ding. Because remember, their goggles spot the little dots in the road, and if you remove the dots, then they get very confused and go smash. Now, I don't think we've actually removed enough of the dots in that, but we'll pretend. Right, there's a ramp.
I'm done with these boys.
Because he's got rid of the cavefish goggles. That seems reasonable, to be fair. So what have we got? We've got a tire iron, we've got the fertilizer, we've got a chain, we've got a chainsaw, we've got a plank of wood, and that's it. Okay. Let's get back on the bike and go and for the next thing. So, we needed to have a hover coil, we needed to have solid fuel recoil booster fuel, and we needed a ramp. We've done 2 and 3 of those. We've got the fuel from the other biker on the mine road, and we've got the ramp from the cavefish. So we are making good progress. Just point number 1. We need to get a hover motor for the bike, which makes it not very much like a bike, but never mind. Yeah, it's kind of subtle. I don't remember how long it took me to figure it out because it was decades ago that I played this game, I suspect. Probably was genuinely more or less when it first came out in the 90s. I'm afraid I'm really old. Right, so there's the fertilizer truck. More mine road. Certain amount of bimbling up and down this road in this section of the game, but that's alright. Leaving cavefish territory. That just appeared up out of the ground, but never mind. And they've done quite well for sort of sprite-based games. Yeah, that literally rose up out of the ground as well. Oh, it's the goons.
Look at him run.
I remember having trouble with the rabbits later on in the game. Not because I didn't understand what to do, but I struggled with the actual doing of it, I think. I think we have a clue here.
Watch it.
Yes, there we go. How do we get rid of the goons following us? I don't remember. I think, do we just get to the end and turn round and we lose them? We'll find out in a minute. Maybe they give up. Yeah, so the rabbits were I remember being a little bit of a problem. I also remember on a similar sort of note, I remember having problems with one of the puzzles in Grim Fandango where you have to squash some pipes in order to get something to oscillate out of control. Right, so assuming they're still behind me, I guess maybe I need to go onto the old mine road to get rid of them because they won't be able to follow there in a car, presumably. Which is a bit silly because bikes are less agile than cars in real life. Oh, maybe, yes, the wall. Yes, that's you're right. That was also a problematic one. Oh, here's the truck again. Can't stop there. All right, let's dip out onto the mine road.
Cavefish.
All right, fair enough. If they don't want to tangle with the cavefish, then they're not going onto the old mine road. Is fair enough. But yeah, from experience on racetracks, specifically the Nürburgring, because it's the only place in the world that I'm aware of that they're daft enough to let bikes and cars on at the same time. Bikes are incredibly quick in a straight line, but very, very, very slow in corners, to the point where when I was following them, it was quite frustrating because I'd sort of get stuck behind a bike in a corner because it was going slowly, and then we get to a straight and the bike would accelerate away from me. Can we kick it? Yes, we can. Can we kick the whole thing? That's what I was trying to do. Maybe we kick the wheel. I feel like what I want to do is get some more fertilizer in the road so it upsets Ripburger and... No, not Ripburger. It upsets the henchman a bit more. Oh, no, wait. I've got a tool for this.
Well, that's all of them. Can't be much holding that up now.
Right, now let's give it a kick. Bolus and Nesta, thank you. That's the guys. He's still not kicking it. Okay, maybe he is. Oh, he's pushing it. There we go. I mean, personally, I'd have parked my bike slightly further away from it, but, you know, you do you. Can I have my character back, please? Maybe not. That's a lot more fertilizer.
What a mess.
Yes, I agree. Right, let's skedaddlio. Some of these animations do make me wonder how much of the speed run was taken up by watching sort of compulsory animations play. Probably most of it. Exactly, no God. Yes, I was saying I feel like you should have parked the bike a little bit further away from where the truck was going to fall over. I guess the bike has plot armor. Right, leaving cavefish territory again. Good. And here's the mink farm, or the weasel plantation.
Look at him run.
So you don't need to drive down the cat's eyes. Actually, given the where the fertilizer wagon is, let's move over a little bit further to the right, even if it's on the wrong side of the road. Not that we have scenery like this in Britain, or it could be Australia. Although the accent suggests probably not. Yeah, it's on its side now. Yes, if in doubt, yank the wheel from one side to the other. That's a good idea. Oh, the boss has turned up in the Y-wing. He seems like...
It was Nestor's fault.
Get in quick. I have a plan. We're going to lure the Corley remnant out of hiding with a bike.
Boss, she already has a bike.
Yes, but this one she worked on with her father. It's an emotional thing. Don't try to understand. Now hurry.
Right, so now we can go back and take their car apart and nick the hover coil out of it. Or hover whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm deliberately not skipping stuff because I feel like I want to show off the whole game, and that includes all the plot stuff. Also, he's not actually pointing down the road anymore. I know I'm being mean about the 2D what's name of the game, but it does still look very, very wrong. Can't be good for his tyres. Oh, here we are. And he's just driven straight through that car. Okay, let's have a look at it. Hovercraft. It's full of eels. Is that too obscure?
That's trashed.
Too obscure a reference?
I don't touch anything without wheels.
Not even a little bit. What about with a tire iron? Can you take it apart? We can. Doing. Aha! Right, so now we have a fan. Add it to that. If we put it on the end of the tire iron, we'd have a fan club.
Looks okay for an aftermarket part.
You can hardly tell it's there. Lovely. Okay, so now I believe we have everything we need. So let's go for the jump and see if we can do what I've forgotten the guy's name already. But yeah, the guy who jumped the canyon. We'll see if we can do the same sort of thing. So can we just charge straight up? We'll find out when we get... Oh, Ricky Myron. Yes, that's the one. I recognise the names. I just can't remember them. Now I want you to drive over the ramp, because I think we've got all the bits and pieces we need now. Oh. Ah. No. On your bike. And then we go that way. Like that.
Alright. I've modified my
There we
bike
go.
enough.
Technically, you've only modified your bike once, in one way. You've put the hover coil on it, and I suppose you've charged up the, refueled the solid fuel recoil booster. Nitrous. Well, it's not nitrous, actually. Solid fuel. But, hey. Whee! Ooh. Oh, there we go. There's the fan. Pretty sure that's not how a solid fuel booster works, but never mind. It's more like a nitrous system than a solid fuel booster. think that might be the Corley Motors factory. It's a very, very steampunk-looking building, or dieselpunk perhaps. Yeah, Corley Motors factory. Right, now we've made it here, I shall go for a brief comfort break, but I shall be back momentarily for the next chapter of the game. So don't go anywhere. Yes, the beer may be alcohol-free, but it's still a fair amount of liquid. Yes, indeed. This is now night mode. So, can we go down here? I don't remember exactly what happens around this part of the game, so we'll just do a little bit of exploring and see what we find. So, going down here. Is this the stock car area?
Souvenirs here.
Yes.
We got your hats. We got your pennants. We got it all right here. Official
Bunny.
Corley Motors.
Bunny?
All right, let's see the cash, amigo.
I'll owe you.
No bucks, no yucks, compadre.
No bucks, no yucks.
Drive your own derby car. What can I get you?
Why all the lights down here?
What's
We
going
got
on?
a demolition derby tonight.
Yeah.
First prize is a vintage curly hardtail, completely restored by the old man himself. Yep.
What's this big arena doing way out here?
Corley built the Smashatorium so his employees could have some
Smashatorium.
wholesome entertainment nearby. He sure took care of his employees. I got no idea what's going to happen to us now that he's gone.
Seen any vultures around here?
Nah, we don't have much of a vulture problem here, even though their hideout is right up the road. They stay pretty much locked up in there. Not very social.
Huh?
What's in the hat?
I don't know. Came filled with it. Probably
Nice.
some sort of packing material. Packs a punch, I'll tell you that much.
Good.
I'm looking for a good souvenir.
Well, good souvenirs is all I got. What can I fix you up with?
Bunnies, and plenty of them.
You want bunnies? I got you bunnies. How much you got on you?
Can I just take them out for a test drive?
I think you may not be ready for the kind of commitment that comes with a Corley Bunny value pack. Sorry,
Corley
son.
Bunny.
How about that little car there?
It's small, but it's not cheap, my friend. You better just take it for a test drive to make sure.
Okay, let's take the car for a test drive.
Let
Why
me think
not?
about it.
He who hesitates goes home with Jack, and his kids hate him.
Thanks for the warning. Better let you get back to work.
All right, matey.
Alright, so okay, let's have a play with the car then.
Our bunnies come with batteries included. Sure, sure. Take it for a spin. Just don't go out of range. Lovable, lovable little bunnies. The officially licensed bunny of the Corley Motors Smashatorium. We got your t-shirts here.
Looks like it's getting weak.
Oh, great. You killed the batteries. All sizes and colors.
Can we have another go? I feel I've been sent somewhere good. Nope, still dead? Dead.
It's out of juice.
Fill our handy beverage hats with your drink of choice.
Can we get him to
What
charge
can
it
I
back
get
up
you?
again, do you think?
I'm looking for a good souvenir.
Well, good souvenir.
Oh.
Here's is all I got. What can I fix you up with?
Those shirts come in extra large.
While he's looking, can I nab the bunny? No, apparently not.
No, but they're pre-shrunk.
No thanks.
Pre-shrunk.
Actually, let me think about it.
He who hesitates goes home with Jack, and his kids hate him.
Thanks for the warning. Better let
Right, so I feel like maybe
All right, matey.
I have this vague recollection of sending the
You
car
big
off
fella,
somewhere.
come give our derby
What could
car a
we do with
spin.
this? No, it's still dead.
It's out of juice.
Souvenirs to remind you of your...
No.
Buy your...
Kinda cute. For a car, that is.
Maybe if I, no, can we go this way? Yeah, we can go this way. Oh, I remember. Yes, you send it in there and he has to go running after it. Because this is an exit, isn't it?
It's the exit.
Yeah, there we
it
go.
only spins one way, and it's the wrong way.
Fair enough. Can't go that way. Can't go this way. Alright, I've left the screen and come back onto it.
Don't be a cheap jerk.
Has that given him a chance to charge the car back up again? Let's find out. No, still dead. Ah, goodness sake.
It's out of juice.
If we don't got it, then it stinks.
Right, okay, well, we'll come back, I guess. Is there anything else over here? No, nothing else over here. Ooh, let's go and look at the factory. And see if there's anything else. Ooh, there's another place I can go up there. Another place around the back of here. So
The Corley Motors
bit of an
factory.
explore.
Holy ground.
It's like me going to the Mazda factory, I suppose.
That's one big door.
Is that a Tron reference?
I'm here for the shareholders meeting.
Mr. Ripperger has postponed the meeting until Mr. Corley's murderers are apprehended. All the shareholders were notified.
Yeah. Well, I haven't checked my voicemail lately, Mac. Let me in.
Beat it.
Jerk.
Fine. Okay, I guess we won't be going there. But around here. What are those? Yeah, meter. Power meters? Have they got rabbit ears?
Wow, this place sucks up the juice.
No, they're just electricity meters. Okay.
Those weapons were a lot of weight.
Fine, let's get rid of the weapons. Please kept the chain. That seems fair. That was the button I actually meant to press. What's this?
This foundation really needs some work.
Nope, don't go that way. I want to look. Yeah! We've got some wall here that highlights, but oh, okay, what's this? Hatch.
It's sealed shut. It's sealed shut.
What about this one?
It's closed.
Ah, this one's...
It's closed mechanically, in a serious way. Rusted too. It's closed mechanically, in a serious way. Rusted too.
Alright, okay, there's nothing to play with here, so let's go somewhere else then. Okay, so we seem to have done... I think that's everywhere I can go to around here, unless I sort of...
I don't walk.
I don't walk, he says, actively walking, as we say it. Alright, let's see. I'm going to go back down there and see if they can troll the guy with the car into having it work again. And steal his... or maybe I'm supposed to... No, let's get... No, we had a clue about the Vulture's hideout being nearby, so let's go off and look for that. That seems like a worthwhile thing to do. No, on the bike. Use the bike. Don't get off the bike. Maybe I click on the road over here. There we go, like that. Scream. So we can't go off to the left on the bike, apparently. There is one road exit from this place. Oh, this seems familiar.
There's the Vulture's hideout, on the other side of this field. I've heard a lot about the Vultures. And I guess it's all true.
I guess we won't be going across there then. Well.
I wonder how they keep it so smooth. I don't want to set off any of these boys.
Yeah. Okay, well, can't do that yet. So I do need to do what I thought I needed to do, and that doesn't come later. So let's head back over to the factory, and then try and see if we can get the car, steal the car so that the guy has to chase it, and then we can nick his rabbits. Because I vaguely remember how to do this. Only vaguely, granted, but certainly vaguely. So is it there?
Pat the bunny. You know you want to. You just can't get this stuff anywhere else.
Have you charged the car up? No.
It's out of juice.
Presumably there's battery in the bunny.
I'm all right, let's see the cash, amigo.
I'll owe ya.
No bucks, no yucks, compadre. What's a couple of bucks and
It's meant for nuts.
these souvenirs all have an expected appreciation rate of 300% per year. Don't crowd everybody. There's enough for everyone.
Oh, what's this?
That's right. Official Corley Motors.
Could I undo the... No. I was thinking, can I undo
Don't
the
go away empty-handed.
undo the rope that's holding the bunny in
Give me a
place?
break.
I'm not putting my lips on that.
That's
Lovable little bunnies.
No,
The officially licensed bunny of the Corley Motors Smashatorium.
no.
Don't go away
So yeah, I was going to
empty-handed.
try and untie the rope so the
What's
bunny
a couple
would
of bucks in
run
exchange
away
for
all
a
by
timeless
itself.
memento?
But that doesn't seem to be
You,
working.
big fella, come give our derby car a spin. You just can't get this stuff anywhere. I got a button under my toe that's wired directly into Corley Security's alarm system. Of course, I could be lying, but the question is, do you feel lucky?
Lately, no.
Souvenirs to remind you of your special Smashatorium adventure. We got your
Kinda cute. For a car, that is.
official Corley Motors merchandise. You just can't
How do we get the
this
car
stuff
charge
anywhere
back up
else,
again?
folks.
Or am I just
We
completely
got your
barking up the wrong
pants.
tree? I don't know.
Buy your kids
I
a
tried
bunny.
talking to him.
What can I get you?
No, I went through that. There wasn't anything good in there,
Good
was there?
souvenir.
Well, good souvenirs is all I got. What can I
There
fix
doesn't
you
seem
up
to be a
with?
great deal else around here.
What do those pennants say on them?
Can't beat a Corley, they say. Kind of ironic, actually, considering how he died. Still,
That's
looks
some
great
nice
on
dark
your
humour.
bedroom wall.
I approve.
No walls. My bike is my home.
We could set you up with a little pole so you could make a flag, you know, for your back seat.
I'll think about it.
Adorable.
Something small, furry, and yellow.
Sorry, this is the only set of teeth I got.
Yeah.
Dang, there goes another one. Do you actually have any money?
As much as I need.
Looky here, nothing personal, but why don't you mosey along and stop scaring away all the other customers, all right?
Just clearing my throat.
Come on, give me a break. We got your pennants. We got it all right here. Lovable,
He
lovable
did, yes,
little
no,
bunnies.
he did. But every time I try and do
Officially
anything with the
licensed
bunny,
of the Corley Motors Smashatorium.
he goes, "No, wait, I can't afford it."
So, all right, let's see the cash,
Like
amigo.
that.
I'll owe you.
No bucks, no
And that.
yucks, compadre.
Can't if I use the car, he picks up the remote control and says it doesn't work.
Drive your own derby car by remote control.
Well, they're not in so many words.
It's out of juice.
I haven't got a
What's
bunny
a
to
couple
set
of
the
bucks in
battery out. So.
exchange for a timeless memento?
Um,
I'm
there's
practically
nothing here to
giving this
fit.
loot
Well,
away.
there's that one, I suppose.
What's
That's
a couple of
Horace.
bucks in exchange for a timeless memento? These souvenirs all have an expected appreciation rate of 300% per year. Don't go away empty-handed.
One case of bunnies, please.
All right,
Okay.
let's see the cash, amigo.
I'll owe you.
Well, the Corley Bunny Value Pack is a cash-only ticket, bro. So, right when you get work, eh, sonny? Heh.
Yeah, there were a few things we could
All
talk to him
sizes
about and
and
ask him to
colours.
look at,
You
but
just can't.
let's give it another
Looky
try.
here, nothing personal, but why don't you mosey along and stop scaring away all the other customers, all right?
Just clearing my throat.
Yeah, I can't talk to him anymore.
Fill our handy beverage hats with your drink of choice.
Probably
That
won't
wouldn't
kick him.
help things.
No.
That's what having a regular job will do to you.
You'll be keeping cold and looking.
No mementos. I'll have scars enough to remind me of this trip.
Pat the bunny. You know you want to. Lovable
I
little
keep trying
bunny.
to, but you won't let me.
The officially licensed bunny of the Corley Motors Smash It.
I'm not putting my lips on that.
Don't crowd everybody. There's enough for everyone.
So there's nothing else here to fiddle with. I've run out of things to talk to him about. We've looked at the t-shirt. Ben isn't interested in the t-shirts. Souvenirs.
We got your pennants. Don't crowd everybody. There's enough for everyone.
But yeah, I feel.
Official Corley Motors
Yes.
merchandise.
And I thought when I was talking to him, well, when I talked to him, there aren't any other options available.
Looky here.
Like that.
Nothing personal, but why don't
I've
you
run out
mosey
of,
along and stop scaring away all the other customers, all right?
Just clearing my throat.
All right, let's go away and come back. See if that resets anything.
We got it all right here. Our bunnies come with batteries included. Souvenirs here. Official Corley Motors merchandise. Looky here.
Yeah,
Nothing
I've
personal,
tried to grab
but
the
why don't you
souvenirs,
mosey along and stop scaring
or-
away all the other customers, all right?
Just clearing.
And I've tried to grab the bunnies, I think.
We got your hats.
And he says, basically says,
1 case of bunnies,
Yeah, we have this.
No bucks, no yucks, compadre. Eh,
And he's not. Ben isn't interested in
That's right,
the
official
souvenirs.
No mementos. I'll have scars enough to
Yeah.
remind me of this trip.
what's a couple of bucks in exchange for a timeless memento?
And I can look
Buy
at
your
them,
kids a
but
bunny.
Excuse me, but are those shirts, are they all cotton?
oh, okay.
Well,
Oh, there we go. There's an actual
let's
question.
just see here.
Okay, looking at the. Turns out it's looking at the shirts rather than trying to take the shirts.
That's
Fair
too
enough.
bad. I'm allergic to cotton.
Rather than talking to him. Okay.
Official
So
Corley
now we
Motors
can-
merchandise.
Do we use that on the car? Take
The
the back.
bunny won't do
No.
it. It's meant for nuts. I'm saving that chain for my friends on the old back.
Oh, I know.
Official
Right,
Corley
yes.
Motors
I
Smashatorium
know this one.
souvenirs.
Now we need to go off to the vultures because they have a convenient way of opening up bunnies. Ah. They have a convenient way of opening up bunnies for us. Right. Okay, yeah, it was one of those cases of I knew roughly what I wanted to do. I just couldn't get him to I was struggling to find the exact series of buttons to click on to get him to do the thing that I wanted him to do. So, yeah.
The minefield's been replanted. Tidy little...
Bum, 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 bum. I wonder if they actually had any writing on his back before he did the high-res version of this. Ah, there it is. I was going to say, hang on, where's the battery gone? But yeah, there it is. Take that. And it's a battery from a jumping bunny, so we know it'll last forever. The adverts have told us so. Even if we put it in a car, maybe? Well, we'll see. If not, maybe it'll put out another bunny that I can steal. Here, maybe he does put out another bunny, and that's the way to stop the player just going out back and forth with single bunnies, and eventually finding their way through the.
Official
Oh no,
Corley
it's still
Motors
gone.
Smashatorium souvenirs.
Right, one battery
I'm
goes in the
practically
car.
giving this loot away.
That should put some life into it.
Sure. Take it for a spin. Just don't go out of range.
What is range on this thing, I wonder?
Pat the bunny. You know you want to.
What bunny? Yeah, now go in there.
Hey, don't go in there. Now look what you did. The entrance is all the way through the factory. Hang on, little buddy. Daddy's coming.
Now it's just me and the bunnies.
Alright, let's take the bunny box. And no doubt he's going to just shove that inside his jacket. Yeah, alright. Or it'll just disappear into hammer space. That works too. Oh, box of bunnies. Great. Right, now we all know what to do with bunnies, don't we? So, back on the bike. And we'll go and sacrifice more bunnies to our landmine gods. Scream. Thump. That drop looked quite uncomfortable. Tidy little vultures again? Yeah. Right, so let's bunny the minefield. At least I know where to go, more or less. Kleptomaniac bag of falling. Yes, absolutely. You say no consequences. I mean, he keeps the minefield is smaller than I expected. We only seem to have to go this far through it, hopefully. Or maybe not. Oh. Should I have been using them one at a time? Maybe I need to pick them all up again. Can we try that again? And once again, it's a LucasArts adventure game, so there's no consequences. I can give it another try and it'll probably work.
Don't think so.
But this doesn't seem to be far enough. Can we now cross?
No.
Presumably not, because we've only got yay far.
I don't want to set off
Q2.
any
Yes,
of
I
these.
know.
No.
What about now?
I wonder how they keep it so smooth. No.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have let them all go out in a clump. Maybe I should have picked some of them up. We'll see if we can find some more bunnies.
Dang, there goes another value pack.
Yeah, okay. He's come back. He's presumably sorted it out now. Alright, well, let's give that another try, because I reckon if I pick up some of the bunnies, then and don't just let them crowd out across the field, they should have had them spread out a bit more for sort of as a bit more of a clue. But never mind. I think I know what I want to do. So it's just run through that loop again, because that's how adventure games work. Oh no, the bunny box is already there. Good, I don't have to faff around with the car again. That makes life a little bit easier. Yoink, and yes, bag of holding, and then back over here. So. This is how they extend the amount of time the game takes to complete, by making you watch Ben walking around the place for however many hours it has been since I've been doing this. I guess there's a fine line when designing games in trying to get enough animations and things to have it interesting, whilst not dragging the game out too much to the point where people get frustrated. Right, let's try it again. So, bunny box on the field. And then, not the box. Take the bunny. Take the bunny. Take the bunny. Take the bunny. It's a box of 12, wasn't it? So, still quite a few to go.
I don't want to set off any of these boys.
Oh. Well, we've got a little way out anyway, so hopefully that'll be enough with the mooning bunnies. Right, so we go to there.
I don't want to set off any.
Yes, I know you don't. We'll take out one of these. Bunny. Lots of bunnies. To be fair, you did do a fair amount of walking around in the text adventure games as well. You just did it by saying north. And he'd move north, and the character would move north, or whatever. Yes, this has got. We've got further already, and I'm only halfway through my bunnies.
I hate.
Nope, missed. You'd think he could have done this with a load of stones, like the one he picked up when we first got here to examine the... Oh, here we go. It's an aeroplane. Cool.
That's the guy I was telling you about, Susie.
You sure?
Yeah, that's the guy who killed my father.
All right, vultures.
Dun, dun,
Wrap 'em
dun.
up.
Let's rip him quick.
Listen, Mo, you're making a big mistake.
Oh, Ben, you're right. We shouldn't do this quickly. We should draw this out, don't you think, Susie?
Hey, I got all night. You heard her, kids. Let's draw this out.
Your father.
Don't you dare talk about my father, you heartless bastard.
Okay.
Malcolm once.
I said shut up about my dad.
Okay, that's enough.
Not quite.
Corley and I.
No, she won't know.
Shut up about my dad.
Anything that starts with a...
I'm losing my temper, Marine.
And you're about to lose much more.
I'm innocent.
You're in something, all right.
Somewhere in here there's going to be a... Hey, by the way, did you know they...
Let me go, or else...
Or else what?
I'll call you names.
Like
Oh, yes, this seems familiar.
Diaper Dynamo.
how did you hear that name?
Your father. He told me just before he died.
You bludgeoned my father and then talked about old times?
I didn't kill him. Ripburger did. A photographer took pictures, but her camera was stolen by the same thug that came after you.
There we go. Some plot.
Well, develop it, would you? While I still fit in my clothes?
Okay, you stay here.
Mean.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, don't sweat it.
I'm gonna get Ripburger even if I die trying.
No, we have to expose Ripburger at the shareholders meeting. That way, we take him down, we save my gang, and your father gets his dying wish. You take over Corley Motors.
Ripburger canceled the shareholders meeting. He made a statement to the press that there'd be no meeting until the murderers were brought to justice.
So, no shareholders meeting until we're both dead?
That could be arranged.
Okay, so here we go. Faking Ben and Maureen's death. Act 1, Scene 1.
Well, at least they're faking it.
Adrian Ripburger, in a desperate attempt to lure our Maureen out of hiding, has developed the following lame-ass scheme. First prize at tonight's smash-up derby is a vintage hardtail that Mo restored with her dad. Rip hopes Mo will try to nab said bike on account of her sentimental attachment to it. So Ben and Mo play along, put on disguises, and enter the demolition derby, which ends tragically when their cars explode and both are presumed dead.
Question.
Please save your questions until the end. Now, the explosives in Mo's car can only be triggered by a head-on collision with Ben's car. This ejector seat projects Mo clear of the explosion, and she parachutes to safety.
Don't you think someone will notice her ejecting out of her car?
No, they'll all be watching you running around on fire.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's another question I have.
When your car explodes, you climb from it in flames and run around the stadium distracting the audience. In your cute little asbestos suit, of course.
That's some plan.
Asbestos, nice and
All right,
healthy.
then.
Good.
Let's go blow you little darlings up.
All right, folks. Hang on to your chili dogs, cause it's time to start.
Very good, board easy.
Smashatorium Amateur Driver Ultimate Destruction Maximum Carnage Marathon.
It's a good name.
Let's meet our crash cage gladiators. That mysterious-looking hooded figure wouldn't give us his real name. He prefers to be known as the Unknown Avenger. And that's just fine with us, isn't it, folks?
Now I'm just embarrassed for them. Who do they think they're fooling with those ludicrous disguises?
And next to him is another masked newcomer. Please
Masked?
give a big Smashatorium salute to the Princess of Pile-Up,
Tori Schmorley.
Schmorley.
All right, boys. Sick of it.
And finally, we have a last-minute addition to the lineup tonight. A deadly-looking team known as the Boom Boom Brothers.
Try and get me now, bicycle boy.
All right now, are you ready to see some reckless driving?
How do I control this thing?
Are you ready to see some unnecessarily violent destruction? Then let the Demolition Derby begin.
Okay, full stop to skip. That would be useful. How do I... Okay, I'm just getting bullied at the moment.
Hang on, Mo. Here I come.
Right, okay. Oh, there we go.
Watch out for the Boom Boom Brothers, Mo.
So which one was which one's Marine's car? So I clearly I'm the red one because I have control over it. That's easy enough to work it out. Oh, she's in yellow. Okay, that makes sense. Let's play on the ramps because that's what ramps are for.
What are you doing?
Playing on the ramps is
Over
what they're
here
for.
and nail me.
Yeah, but you never ask. Right, so the puzzle here is that the henchman will not let you. You can't get past the henchman, presumably. So I do feel this ramp, to jump over them with the ramp is probably a good tactic, but I don't seem to be able to carry enough speed out of it to get over. There is another ramp over here. If that's any use. The other guys in the Demolition Derby don't seem to be doing very much.
That car stalled when I bounced off the roof. Looks like these babies have a glass jaw.
Okay, that feels like a clue, so I need to... Ideally, I want to jump off the roof of the blue car. And there is a convenient ramp over here, but there's no blue car in position. Oh, if I have it push me down here, does it then get into...
I can't avoid these
No,
other
that
cars
doesn't seem to
forever.
be working very well. The blue car is just there, but I can't get enough height off the ramp to hit it. I don't think no, I don't have anything else I could do. Oh, what if I nudge the orange car over there and just sort of try and put it in a convenient place? Yes, I can move this around. That could be useful. It is a thing that I can do stuff with, so let's try that. Oh, maybe if I put this at the bottom of at the top of the air, just after the ramp, I'll be able to bounce off that and land on the blue one. Or maybe the blue car will just steal it from me. Where's my orange car gone? I needed that. Oh, it's back. It recovered when the blue car rammed it. Okay. So maybe I'm on the right general lines, just not with that, not quite where I tried to put then. Oh, leave me alone. Go away. I'm trying to jump on the orange car. Leave me alone. Right, there we go. Yeah, so that car is lurking at underneath the ramp, just to be in the convenient place. So let's take this one around and push it, see if I can push it up the ramp. So we've got the torque to do that. Oh yeah, exactly. Yes, it got caught up in the... Yeah, Full Throttle's got a few of these sort of semi-action sequences. The first one, or most obvious one, being the fights on the bikes, which are... the thing is, though, they are all very much puzzle elements of it, so they fit in quite well, because I don't think any... I think, at least in theory, none of them require any sort of action skill to,
Okay, Boom Boom Brothers. It's all over.
There we go. Like that. That's what I'm aiming for.
What are you doing?
Right, let's go and nail Mo as requested.
Idiots.
Okay, Mo. Time for our big finale.
Yes.
Now that's an explosion, ladies and
Yep, but
gentlemen.
it's... Yep, there she goes in the parachute.
Wait, what's that? It's the unknown Avenger, and he's on fire! Let's give him a hand, folks. That looks painful.
Where's he going?
Really should put
Where is he
him right
going?
away, but what a show, huh?
So there's the bike we're after. Oh, there's a... What's this? Box seats. Can we get in there?
No.
There's an exit over here. Oh, there we go. There's an... Oh, I've set some fires.
That's the way out, but I can't get through that door.
Setting fire to the place seems to be a good trick.
He's the well, folks, it looks like the party's getting a little out of hand. The stadium seems to be catching fire, but let's all remain calm and... Hey, you're right. The derby's over. Run for your lives!
Finally. Now, squish that firefly while he's hot.
Look at him run.
I think we've heard him say that before. Yeah, so the... Is standing on this going to do me any good? I don't know. So the point was that, yes, even though there are a lot of puzzles that are... that are not that seem to be action sequences. They are all actually puzzles. What's going on? I have no idea. But back out again. So you're not actually trying to do anything at full speed. Oh, got I don't know if the bunnies are going to do anything useful. Maybe I can take their car apart. Nope. Beat it with a chain. Get back on the orange one. Yeah. So the point is, they're all puzzles rather than being action or rapid clicking or anything like that. Sequences. I want to use a bunny on something, but there's nothing to use a bunny on. No, back on the car. Back on the car. I don't seem to be able to use my inventory on anything. There are no hotspots, but there is actually quite literally Ben. But he won't do anything with that. So the car running around is basically meaningless. I can go through there. I ran through there before. I managed to get onto their car. That didn't help very much. Like this. They then just start cruising around with me standing on the roof of the car. Oh, maybe if they get over close to the box, because that was a thing we saw before. Then I can climb out into there and they won't be able to follow me with the car because it's a car. Let's see if anything happens there. Are they going to go anywhere useful? Oh, no, there's Max from Sam and Max on the wall over there as well. And I wouldn't be surprised. And there's usually Star Wars references in Lucasarts games as well, but I don't see any in this particular one. Oops. Yeah, I don't seem to have anything particularly useful there. Oh, can I now go in here? Will that work? No. Nope, I'll just run back and stand on the other car again. I feel like standing on their car has to be a sensible thing to do, because I can do that and then they start just driving around in circles. But then if I try and run over here and run out the exit, they chase me in there with their car and they chase me back out again. So that isn't it. You see, they then go in. I don't have control at the moment. At least I don't seem to have control. I can't get into the other car to drive that away. I want to use one of the bunnies or something, but that doesn't seem to do anything useful. So we can go in there again. I said we can go in there again. But it doesn't help because they chase us in. And obvious sign of madness here is doing the same thing over and over. Okay, bunnies can't be running. Yeah, true. True, I might not have a bunny left at this point. It was nice of Maureen and her friends to leave me with a bunny. As long as you need to, because this is a LucasArts adventure game and therefore you can't die. Can I use these together? No. I've got the chain. I haven't used the chain, but then there's nothing to use the chain on. Hiding in the fire is a good shout, actually. Let's try that. Yes. If I hide in here, will they follow me in and then catch fire? Good thinking. That seems to have...
What happened? Did you get him?
We finally got him, Bolus. That means Ripburger has to make us vice presidents now, like he promised, and give us 10,000 shares of stock each. Funny smell. What's that? The temperature light?
Well, on the bright side, I just made 20,000 shares of stock. Time to start the shareholders meeting.
Where's the hardtail?
All over the floor, Mr. Avenger.
What? What happened to your deep sentimental attachment to your father's vintage bike?
Ben, it's just a bike. I can put it back together in about a half an hour.
That's quite impressive.
Of course, I can find that key.
What are we in, anyway?
It's a C-330 Big Mouth industrial cargo jumbo transport we fixed up. We want to get it rolling so we can take it to biker rallies.
You're going to try to fly this thing?
Rolling, Ben. Rolling. This baby's flying days are over, just like mine.
How was your flight?
Well, there were some explosions during takeoff, and I landed in a minefield.
Whose fault
But
is
other
that,
than
though?
that, it was
Whose
fine.
fault is it that there's a minefield there?
What key are you talking about?
Key to my dad's safe. I remember he hid it somewhere on this bike, but I've looked everywhere, and I can't find anything that even looks like a key.
What's in the safe that's so important?
My dad's will. I'm counting on him to tell the truth about me, finally.
Why did he keep you a secret all these years?
He didn't want people to find out about my mom.
What's so bad about Mrs. Corley?
She wasn't my mom.
Dun dun dun. That explains why she didn't like being called an illegitimate Corley repair factory. Corley repair, what's the name earlier in the game?
But how are we going to get in the factory?
In the back of the factory, there's a secret entrance that leads straight into Dad's office. He used to sneak me in so I could help him with his bike designs.
When he got too old to do all the work himself?
Nah, this is back when I was 6.
How do I find the secret passage?
Well, it's tricky. You have to wait for all the utility meters to turn black. Then you kick the wall in just the right spot, and you're in.
How do I find the right spot to kick?
Dad just knew exactly where to kick it. But I remember that there was this big crack in the wall, and if I lined up that crack with my eye level and kicked the wall right in front of me, this weird portal would open up.
What if I can't find that spot?
Just line up your eyes with the crack, wait for the meters to go black, and kick.
Remember that time you tried to kill me?
Yeah, we really taught you a lesson. Get it?
Yeah, there'll be a blue one and an orange one, Quago. You're quite right.
I'm fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
Great, now help me find that key.
That kicking part is pretty vague.
Look, I was only 6. Give me a break.
I'll see what I can do.
We seem to be going mostly in circles. Right, what have we got here? Look at stuff. Is there a key here? It's going to be one of these numbers, isn't it? It's going to not be a key, it's going to be a key code. Right, okay, let's go and see if we can find the right place
Here,
to kick.
take the photos. I don't want them. Show them to someone important if you get a chance.
Right, so we had a look down the side of the factory already and went, I don't know what to do here, because we didn't know what to do there at that point. Derby place is still on fire, that's fine, don't care about that. Right, so these are the meters, we have to wait for them to all turn black, and then we have to kick, presumably over here. And it's convenient that now, because we're playing the remaster, I can make all of the areas of interest light up. Oop. Like this. Oh, can I? Alright, let's go to the front door and find the different dialogue, because that's always worth doing. Let me in. Or I could talk to the security hatch, I suppose, but this one is too.
Sorry, the meeting's already started.
I know. Let me in.
Mr. Ripburger's giving his keynote address. No interruptions.
But I'm a shareholder.
Yeah, right.
Jerk.
We tried.
Hey, open up.
Mr. Ripburger's giving his keynote address. No interruptions.
But I'm a share.
Yeah.
Oh yes, as someone, who was it? No Guard said, I can press full stop to skip dialogue bits. Right, come over here. Kick the wall. So we've got this whole area, or possibly this area over here. No, this one doesn't light up, so we can't kick that. We need to stand at about the point where we would see it, where a 6-year-old Marine would come up to. So maybe about there. No, wait until it stops thinking. Yeah, so this does explain why this is a difficult bit of the game, I suppose. Oh, I misclicked. Right click when I didn't mean to. Too late. Although there's this vertical one here, which makes me think maybe she's lining up with that. But we'll come over here for now, so let's try this bit. Worst case, we can just keep kicking until we find a walk to here. There we go. Yeah, yeah, tedious isn't. Just keep going until we find the right point to kick it at, I suppose. And have to wait a few seconds between each one. So yeah, there's a lot of wall here. Well, there's not a lot of wall here. Somehow it seems to be difficult to find the right bit. That might be helpful. Oh, he's moved a little bit there. Let's try that. And there's a little bit down there that looks like it'd be a good place to kick, but what's that? Oh, yeah, there's a little bit down there that seems a little bit separate. You're quite right. But I thought I tried kicking it down there. I could be wrong, but I thought I did. Nope, there we go. Okay, apparently I didn't kick it down there, even though I thought I did. So yeah, she's saying her head lined up with a certain. I don't know what. I don't think it's a very good clue, unfortunately. So let's go. That was easy. Magic. It was a portal. It just magically teleported me up to way up in up here somewhere. Right. So is that the safe? Yes, that is the safe. I didn't make a note of what the code was. I guess I'll have to go back and have a look and make a note of it, or maybe, or unless someone fancies rewinding on the stream to tell me what the numbers were, that'd be very helpful. Well, if anyone was willing to do that, then I'll just poke around here and look at things.
Very austere. No drawers.
No drawers means there's not really much to play with.
Furniture moving? No.
Look at the safe. I just opened it up again. Okay, fine. What's through here?
Locked. I don't want to set off any alarms. Looks like the meeting started.
Was not only an inspirational leader, but also a great person.
Thank you, Tristan.
Friend. His loss affects us all deeply. Malcolm and I spoke often of the future. We talked of a day when Corley Motors would move beyond its humble beginnings into a new vehicular age. And although his tragic death took him from us sooner than anyone expected.
Definitely reminds us Stark and Stain.
Malcolm Corley's dream remains. And I shall carry out that dream in his memory. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the future of Corley Motors.
Drum roll.
The Corley minivan.
That's not. I thought a minivan was what Americans called people carriers.
I never dreamed it would actually come to minivans, though.
Hey, who are you? How long have you been there? Oh, security! Help! Security! What took you so long? He ran down the hallway. Move it.
Mavis must be seeing things.
Hiding in the secret passage. Yes, there we go. Oh, it's a bike. Oh yeah, I guess it is. I thought it was a Model T or something similar, or a classic car.
That's art.
But I guess that's my car-centric what's name showing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. Only one of those is a 6-digit number. Yep, I agree, board easy. So that was 1, 5, 4, 4. Let's go the other way. 9, 2. Click. There we go.
Some sort of card. A tape. I sure hope that's Corley's will.
Well, we know what to do with the card because we've already had a look down here. I wonder what this door is. We haven't explored here yet, so let's do that because it's a door. You have to look at doors.
It's locked.
Fine. I guess that's where the security... No, it's not where the security guard comes from, actually, because the security guard comes through the... Oh, yes, he does. Yeah, it'll be where the security guard comes from. So there's the photos of the murder. There's the tape. Actually, no, it is a tape, to be fair. That must be the security card. Stick that in there. Boop.
Cool.
Okay, so what we've got in here is we've got some levers. I was going to say, I was going to assume I used the tape on one of these, but apparently not. So we've got a motor lever. We've got a lamp lever.
What the hell is going on up there?
I'm on it. Just readjusting the lamp and motor controls here.
Yes. Where was I? I hate this old equipment. My girdle needs less adjusting.
Nice. Where was I? So, okay, I think I remember what to do here. You turn the lamp up to maximum, and you turn the motor off.
Motorcycles aren't bad, but
then we run away and hide,
undesirable
and then everything goes horribly, horribly wrong.
What you see before you right now is my vision for control.
That seems appropriate.
Oh, perfect. This is a disaster.
You're telling me we're gonna have some major downtime here. Why don't you tell a joke or something?
I don't know any jokes. You know, this reminds me of an amusing anecdote about
Should have tried streaming. It's good practice for talking off the cuff when you need to.
Ideas.
Alright, so now we can go in here because there's no bossy woman to scare you off and call security. What have we got? What's this? So this is... Oh, I see. There's a camera pointing at the easel.
Cards for the big screen video projector. It's locked on that easel.
Right. So, if we put the photos on there...
Now, this next slide shows our new corporate strategy.
Definitely an aggressive corporate strategy, as he says.
Hello there. If you're hearing this, I must have croaked. Well, people gotta move on, you know, and make room for other people. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. I've made room for someone else to take my place at Corley Motors. And it ain't that embezzling crook Adrian Ripburger. Rip, you don't belong at the head of my company. You belong in jail. I let that man talk me into far too many things. Like keeping my daughter a secret. He was wrong. I was wrong. I should have stood by her. I hope, Maureen, that you forgive me. And that you take over Corley Motors and run it however you see fit. All right, that's enough. How do I turn this damn thing off?
I'm sorry you had to hear that, Tate, from one of Malcolm's psychiatric sessions. Near the end, he suffered many paranoid delusions. He was haunted by powerful forces of his own creation.
And here's one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maureen Corley, and do I have a heck of a story for you. By the time I'm done, you'll see why this man should be in jail. Hey! Where do you hobble off to?
Uh-oh. There he goes.
Move quickly when he needs to.
And then he sent his goons after me.
That truck is all over the road.
Run, Ripburger. When it's time to find you, we'll just follow the shiny trail.
Yes, of course we'll have daycare facilities. Any other questions? Oh, speak of the devil. Come over here, Ben. That's great, Ben. We're finally where we were meant to be all along.
So, after we pick up your bike, we'll go get my gang out of jail.
And then find out why my gang never showed up to help us.
And then you go business suit shopping.
Don't remind me.
Don't complain. You're going to be rich.
At this point, I'd settle for just a little peace and quiet.
That did seem unlikely. So you just happen to nick a truck that has machine guns on the front of it? Or do all Corley Motors trucks have machine guns on the front? And a greater turn of acceleration than Ben's bike, which granted probably is not the fastest vehicle on the road, but...
She interrupted my speech, Ben. She really shouldn't have. I was just about to talk about the inherent dangers of motorcycle operation.
Can't you make this damn thing go any faster?
Oop, not going to go up that way then. There's a bike over there.
If I touched it, it would fall off.
There's the grill here, which we might be able to open. Oh yes, we know about these things. You can go in here and then sneak up round the back. I remember. So we go in there. Although there is a big spinning span. Can I stick the this in it?
Pretty small.
Can I stick a chain in it? If not, it's going to have to be a bunny. And the bunny bits are going to go everywhere. Let's try and click on that properly. There we go. So not the...
Pretty small.
Okay. Can't reach that. Okay. Alright, let's stick a bunny in. They don't explode though. Okay. Well, let's get rid of the last remaining bunnies because... Oh, I was too slow.
Let me try that again. So, after we pick up your bike, we'll go get my gang out of jail.
You two are bad influences on me, Tristan and Riv.
And then you go business suit shopping.
Don't remind me.
Don't come.
Right. Okay, so let's try that again. I can skip the dialogue, but I don't seem to, at least I can't skip the cutscenes in quite the same way. Then surely there's a way to skip the cutscenes, otherwise it's going to be incredibly annoying. We'll go and have a look. If I get stuck in there again, we'll go and have a look at the controls. Oh, it's backspace, right, okay. So, I can head over this way. About yay far.
Nothing to hold on to over there.
I can open the grill. And then we have... I have this. Can I use it on the bike? Maybe? Get a piece of that.
Nuts.
Oh, Ripburg's clearly nuts. No, that's not the button I would press. Let's try that one. Panel. Ooh, can I use the... It's on the panel instead of the... No. I feel like it must be using the tyre iron. Feels like the obvious thing to do here. But I can't put the tyre iron in the... They're pretty small. I can't reach the wheels. There's nothing else here I can do. Kicking the bike off isn't... No. Yeah, it probably will end up going off the cliff. But there's... What's this? Panel still. Is not helpful then. Oh! Right. Oh, okay. I think I see. So we open that, and then we try and grab Ripburger's stick. And that goes in there. Right, so... Oh.
Damn.
Right, okay, so we open the panel. We open the grill. Fine. Open the panel. Take the cane. Oh. Try again. Take the cane.
My cane.
You'll need more than a cane when I'm through with you, Ripburger.
Put the cane in the fan. Like that. Dive in. There we go. Come out the back. Unplug the fuel line. Is that a job for a tyre iron?
I don't see a nut anywhere on that.
Can we go off the back? Is there anything else around? No, there's nothing else here. So we've got... I mean, there's all these different fuel lines, but that one looks a bit different. There we go. So that one, oh, that one is different. So we can't kick it. I probably don't want to. No, I didn't think I wanted to do that. I don't think the chain. Oh, that one we can. Oh, that one does have nuts. Marine is in an awkward place. This is traditional. There we go.
No one sneaks up on me from behind.
Nom. Right, so we slowed it down by nicking the fuel line, so that's good. Gun turret. Oh, good. So now
I thought you said this thing couldn't move.
I said it couldn't fly. I never said it couldn't taxi.
Well, flying would be nice since we're headed for the gorge.
Ripburger, you're going to kill all of us.
Shh, Ben, don't ruin the ending.
How do you stop this thing?
From the cockpit.
So presumably, if we try and go up the ladder, we'll get shot at. Like that, yeah.
Careful, Ben.
Well, if you stand right between the two guns, then it's fine. Hence the grin. Let's try it again. Oh, you can go up there. So that's mildly surprising.
Controls.
But sure.
I could have used those.
Oop, boop. Right, what does this do? Take off and flight landing. This seems to be an emergency. Control loss? Brake systems, that'd be good. Emergency brakes. Both brakes. Yes. Has severe damage and not responding. Oh, good. What else did I see? I saw something else in there. Control loss. No. Engine failure? Power loss. Open all line? No. Oh! Takeoff. Post takeoff. Gear. Landing gear. Raise landing gear. That makes sense. That'll increase the friction by rather a lot, and hopefully it'll slow it down a little bit. We could also say, hang on a minute, lads, I've got an idea. Whoop. Hang on a minute, lads, I've got an idea. Bam 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 bam.
Ben, are you alive?
I am, but I don't know about Ripburger.
I can see him. He's out cold. Climb back here, quick.
Well, he does seem to have a gun, so I suspect this isn't going to go quite as we intend, but we'll give it a shot anyway.
Nothing to hold on to over there. Nothing to hold on to over there.
Go in here.
Careful, Ben.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
Taking you and your friends with me, Ben.
All you're taking is the wrong kind of medication.
I feel like I want to detach the tractor unit here, but I don't have any points of interest. Points of clickable. Ooh, I can go in here though. What does this do? Right, so I've got some buttons. You know, feel like okay, fine. Main menu. Cargo vitals. No vitals. Okay. Cargo weight. No. Interesting. Yeah, probably. Ooh, defense menu. That sounds. Detached trailer. There we go. Okay. Alert defense driving to prevent hijacking situation. Good. Oh, wait. We've got the guns on the front. Machine guns. That's what he's hanging from, isn't it? So if we... No, that's not what I meant. Don't want the machine gun maintenance. I want the machine gun control. Turn them off. Like that. Can't beat a Corley. Well, that was sort of the point, I guess. Right, let's get back in the plane now.
That answers that.
So he is a murderer now. Although it was somewhat in self-defense, so maybe it's allowed. He's also surprisingly good at monkey bars for a guy who apparently weighs at least 200 pounds.
Wait, come back! We need your weight in the plane!
Run out. There we go. Run, 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 run. Will you make it? Hard to say. Or we're going to have to try it again.
No.
Not like that.
Try that again.
Oh, for goodness sake. Well, at least we know what we're doing at this point.
Quick.
Right, so, on the screen. Main screen turn on. Main menu. Defences. Machine guns. Control. I wonder what happens if you fire them. Not a lot.
I think you just killed a seagull.
It's worth a try. Let's try it again. So, main screen turn on. Main menu. Come on. Defences. Machine guns. Control. System off. I'm not playing on Steam, I'm afraid, so no, I won't have got the Chief. I bought this and Dare the Tentacle through GOG, so it's not on Steam. Go in there. Quickly, quickly. I mean, is run off the plane not the correct thing to do? It seems to be the logical thing to.
Come back! We need your weight in the plane.
I didn't feel I really had time to do anything else. No, I think it might be the wrong thing to do, because that's exactly what happened last time. Must be something else I can.
Climb
Maybe
back
something
here
else I can do.
quick.
So, right. First things first, get rid of Ripburger. Main menu. Defense menu. Machine guns. Control. Off. He says something different each time, at least. So, going back into the plane seems like a good idea. And it doesn't fail. Oh, fuel leak. Ah, maybe. Then they all run away. Because yes, you're right, there's a fuel leak there, and that's causing the...
weight in the plane.
Maybe that's what causes the explosion. Is there anything else? There's the fuel leak. Oh, there's a bike. Bike's here. Yeah, okay, we're going to go for the heavy metal ending, aren't we? Because apparently this takes less time than just running the length of the plane does. Yeah, okay, that's genre appropriate. And I think that might have been the title card for the video.
Life was a game to him, and he played it by his own rules. He was a mystery to most of us.
Bike's actually off frame in the original. That's a little unfair.
An inspiration to us all. He gave us freedom. He gave us power. He gave us wings. He gave us wheels. Thank you, Malcolm Corley, for giving us a dream.
Was that meant to be a bait and switch so that it was Ben's funeral, do you think?
So, maybe we could do lunch sometime next week.
Yeah, sure. Lunch sounds great.
Things aren't gonna change, are they, Ben? I mean, just because I'm in charge of the company now, and living in a mansion and riding around in limos, well, that doesn't mean we won't spend a lot of time together, does it?
Look, Mo, you're in a different league now. You shouldn't be hanging out with the likes of me anymore.
But Ben... just a second. Hello? What? No, that's crazy. Is he nuts? Look, move the meeting up to 5 and tell the plant foreman that I'm coming over personally to inspect those parts. I know, that's what I told him. Excuse me, what was that last part? No, that alloy was flawed to begin with. Uh-huh, yeah.
It's the alloy, the mixture of the two of them, do you think? Is that meant to be a what's the name? A metaphor? And yes, I think you're right, Quagor and Tristan. Yes, I imagine they probably were meant to be the same people because, well, the fighting on Old Mine Road mostly is meant in sort of... It's just how these Viking gangs have fun, apparently. Right, so that's the end of another LucasArts classic. Yes, typical... There are only a few cliches in the storyline. So how did they get there? Well, they... Oh, because... Yeah, because the bridge was gone. Good point. Yeah. Well, you know, these biker types are crazy, especially the cartoon character ones. And it never seems to harm any of them, does it? So I guess it's fair enough. In 1995. Yes, so we're playing this game about 30 years after it came out, and with graphics that don't look like that. I do like that the music is just as, is also a sort of a high fidelity version of it, which seems odd because the version of this that I had definitely came on CD, so they had plenty of space for higher quality music. Although I suppose back in those days computers probably didn't have the processing power to play MP3s. So if you wanted to do high quality music, it would have had to be in CD audio, and that means that if you're playing CDs, you can't read data off the disc. I think probably. A flawed alloy would be a metal for. Yes, it probably would. Thank you, Regular. I appreciate the pun. If his surname is Throttle, then that would explain why he doesn't like using it, and especially when he's been accused of murder. Oh, Ripburger's played by Mark Hamill. There's a name I know. Don't recognise any of the others so far, but yes, Mark Hamill I've heard of. Oh, and Emmett as well. And probably more, because you know, if you're going to pay Mark Hamill to come and do stuff, you might as well do lots of different voices. Yeah, so maybe no loading time wouldn't be an issue. If you're putting MP3s on the disc, you're not going to have a shortage of space, I don't think. Yeah, I did find the music. I've used that as the intro and outro music for the stream. So when I do end the stream, you'll hear some more of that. At least one of the songs. The memorable one, anyway. The sort of the main theme. Oh yes, I found. So sorry, Tristan was answering who's it? Sorry, Quagor's question. No, Bordeezy's question. Yes, it's on YouTube. There are various playlists. If you search for Full Throttle soundtrack or Full Throttle music or something like that, then there are. I found a couple of playlists that had the full thing, and then I grabbed the first track to use for this because it seemed appropriate. That's the ones I remembered. So there's quite a lot of different tracks in there. But there's one that sticks out to me that I specifically remember. This is not that one. Oh, maybe. Yeah, so 95. Yeah, I don't think we could play MP3s back in 1995 because I remember. Yeah, I think MP3s became a thing in sort of around. Later 90s than that, maybe 98, 99. So yeah, they weren't really a thing. So the original Grand Theft Auto did CD quality music by having the game load into RAM off the CD, or possibly off the hard disk, and then when you installed it, actually more likely, come to think of it, and then they streamed the music directly off the CD. So if you put the CD in a CD player, you could play the music off it. you could play the music from the CD through your through a normal CD player, at least until you got to the data track. And I can't remember whether. And if you had a smart enough CD player, then they would avoid the data track and not play that one. But yeah, it was just CD audio on it. Yeah, I suppose my question though, God, is more about at what point was a typical computer able to play MP3s, which is a slightly different question. 16 meg of RAM back then? I don't remember. So yeah, I remember older computers that had less RAM than that, but I don't remember what my computer in sort of the late 90s had in the way of RAM. And it would have been Windows 95 would have been the standard by would have been just coming out around there. 16 meg doesn't feel like much, but I'm not really yeah, I'm not sure. I remember the computer I had in the early 2000s had a 7 gig hard drive, but I don't remember how much RAM it had. Here we go. This is the one I think of as the main theme for Full Throttle. The one that I associate with it and remember. Oh, better than the Portal song, blimey. Okay, so Windows 95 with MP3s were around. Okay, you're probably right. Yeah, actually, yes, you're right. I definitely had MP3s by the time I was at uni, which wasn't all that long after that. So yes, agreed. Yes, the MP3s must have been around in the late 90s. Yeah. But it was at the point where where your computer couldn't be doing too much, or it wouldn't be able to play the MP3s, I think, because they were actually difficult at that point. Yeah, I should probably add this in. It'd go quite nicely with sunny days, the roof down, and a nice sweeping mountain road. Alright, so yes, as I say, that was Full Throttle. So I'm thinking maybe next week there are more of these classic LucasArts games that I could take a look at. So there's Sam & Max Hit the Road is the other one that I remember fondly playing quite a lot of as a kid. Or possibly, I don't know exactly what age I was anyway. And then of course there's the Monkey Island games, and there's also Grim Fandango. So we shall see then. Okay, 1995 average was 8 meg of RAM. That's not very much. Yeah, I think if you arrive somewhere in a convertible with Jurassic Park playing, you then have to sort of stick your head out of the roof and look around as if you've spotted the dinosaur. Are you saying that the Portal song was a challenge? Did you make a note there? Huge success. Right, I think that's probably enough of watching the credits scroll, because there are a lot of credits, it seems. I suppose I could go back to the main menu. We have some bonus features in here, so I guess we have the. By now, maybe we've unlocked we've unlocked everything in the jukebox now, which is nice. I've got the commentary, but we're not going to play through the game again to listen to the commentary. Oh, is there? Oh, okay. Well, let's go and see if we can find the Easter egg at the end of the credits. Almost on the project, and if it weren't for we'll find. Yeah, okay. Said it was a good idea. Also miss Christmas. Are these sort of things you're thinking of as Easter eggs, or is there something a little bit more? And some silly credits. But I was hoping for perhaps something like the Marvel films post-credit scenes. That's true. This could all be. So, did you play the original or the remastered version, Tristan? But yeah, this could all be something that's been tucked in by Double Fine as the tucked in by Double Fine as an extra bit at the end. The words are still there in the low res version, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. We'll just leave it running. As you say, yes, a good time to chat and talk. So I think we'll take a look at Sam & Max next time. I feel that I remember Sam & Max less well, so that might be that might take me more than one stream to get all the way through. I definitely remember bits of it, and I feel like I remember bits of it in a sort of, I remember the places rather than the puzzles. So I guess we'll see how it goes, see how much of that I remember as we go. I know, 40 specially trained llamas. Good, glad to hear it. I'm sure Tristan would be very disappointed if I don't play Grim Fandango as well. So I guess we'll maybe get to that one eventually. Although I don't have quite the same level of nostalgia for that one. I guess because it came a bit later, and maybe I'd got past my adventure game. Obsession is too strong a word, but interests by that point. Yeah, I suppose these days you might as well play the remastered version because they're cheap enough that you can grab them fairly easily. Like, thank the following cats. Okay, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel with the credits at this point, aren't they? Tim sounds like someone after my own heart. Oh, we have some biker haikus. Well, fighters leap out, moths tangle with orange hot flame, my nose thrice broken. Good. Splitting lanes at rush, Beamer tries for a cut-off, taste my righteous chain. Booming thunder rolls, clutch release, throttle open, red smear on pavement. Yeah, that sounds about right for biking. Said cynically. Yeah, and I guess the whole point of the stop killing gamers thing was there's a couple of things in there. One is that games are in fact a big part of culture these days, and have been for quite a long time now at this point. So hence me going back and being nostalgic about games like this. So having games taken away and then being made artificially unplayable feels like a shame, because you'd like to be able to carry on playing them. And also on the other hand, if you've actually paid for and bought a game, then it seems unreasonable for the company to arbitrarily take it away from you. Now, if the game requires a certain amount of support to make it work on newer operating systems, it's also then a bit unfair to make the company have to put in the effort to update it. Oh, I hear the rabbits coming back in, I think. Yes, there we go. Bum ba bum 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 ba dum bum ba ba da bum bum ba ba da bum bum. Yes. So expecting the company to continue to update the games to work on newer operating systems is perhaps a bit unfair. But also, on the other hand, arbitrarily breaking them when it's something that somebody has paid for is like if you had a book and somebody came into your house and tore it up or something like that, which again seems extremely unreasonable. That's more than 12, I think. Boing, 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 boing. Boom! Yeah, exactly. Now, I guess you have a couple of questions. So there's the games that are something like the original Full Throttle, shall we say, where if you have the disc and you have a computer that's capable of running it, whether through DOSBox or whatever, or a virtual machine or something like that, then there's nothing to stop you playing it. Then on the other hand, there are games which actually require a server to connect to because there's something inherently online about them. But I think, yes, the ones that people are complaining about are the ones that are basically the former, that don't really need anything, but arbitrarily do connect to a server just so they can be deactivated. But that's probably a debate better had on Discord. I think I'm largely on the side of, yes, don't arbitrarily take things away, especially if people have paid for them. I suppose you could make an argument with something like World of Warcraft, that the game isn't the game without the servers running, and the servers have a certain upkeep cost. So if everybody stopped playing it, then you could understand if Blizzard didn't want to keep maintaining it, or if they stopped releasing updates for it and therefore stopped making any money for it. But then that's a subscription game, so as long as people are playing it, they're still getting money from them. So it should always be viable. But then you have games like some of the Call of Duty games I think, I'm not certain, but there are definitely games that will check in online and arbitrarily break themselves. Oh, and wasn't there a case where Amazon deleted copies of 1984 from people's Kindles, which was consoles are a funny one because they tend. I mean. So, yeah, I guess the question is, should people be allowed to reverse engineer the games? And I'd say, yeah, why not? I mean, if you bought it, you should be able to do whatever you want with it within reason. But it is I can see how it's a slightly awkward debate. But yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was something particularly appropriate like that. And again, companies shutting down the servers that they're running feels different from them arbitrarily shutting down the game, but also having the matchmaking system broken is a little bit unfortunate. But I think that's probably a debate more easily had on Discord, where I'm less likely to miss messages. So I think I will, at this point, I will more or less end the stream. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll go off and find, if you're watching on Twitch, please stick around because we'll go off and see if anyone else is playing this or a similar game. Last week I found somebody who was doing a Twitch Plays Day of the Tentacle, which was an interesting idea, but it didn't seem to be particularly interesting, and there weren't actually very many people in there. There will be videos, there will be Factorio Planetary Pioneers videos coming out Thursday and Friday, although I still need to make Friday, so if you're a supporter, I think I'll have time, I think I will have time to finish it off, but it may be a little bit late, and if it is, then I apologise. But yeah, videos Thursday, Friday, so please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll be back on Monday with another Planetary Pioneers stream, where hopefully, well, we're making some good progress on Rabaska. We've got it sort of more or less running stably. There are some more toys to play with from it, but we've got the sort of the base production of resources working quite smoothly now, I feel. So it's now going to be time to expand and find out what happens when we take the alertness meter over 100%. We're probably going to blow something up, we're going to get horribly attacked, and it'll be fun to find out. So that'll be a good one to come along to see. So thank you very much everyone who's been watching, and I'll see you next time. And here's some more Full Throttle music to go away to. We shall leave that playing. Right, and I shall go and try and find somebody to raid. So, is anyone playing? No, that's probably search. Full Throttle. Well, we'll check remastered one first, and there is nobody playing it, okay? See if anyone playing the original, perhaps someone who's mistagged it. And no, nobody playing that. Well, let's have another look at Day of the Tentacle, see if because I'm sure there were quite a few people playing that last week, which surprised me quite a bit. What's this one? This is oh, because it's the interactive one again. Twitch Plays Day of the Tentacle. We might drop in on that one, I think, because that is at least an interesting thing to check to see. Although I will check to see if there's anyone playing the remastered version first. Playing it in a more normal way, maybe. Okay, so final answer is going to be Day of the Tentacle. Twitch Plays Day of the Tentacle. So if you remember much from last week, then maybe you'll be able to finish the game for them. Thank you very much for watching, and in about 8 seconds once the raid is actually ready to kick off, I will say goodbye, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And good night, Quago, good night Regular, good night Nogar, good night Board Easy, good night Tristan, good night everybody else. See you next time.